Hi, everybody. Welcome to TVON. My name is Blair. Thank you so much for joining us. Happy Sunday. And I hope you're having a wonderful Memorial Day weekend so far at the midway point here. And we're so excited to have you for our final day of this Memorial Day weekend sale event. It is our last 3 hours. I know it's been a quick event, obviously, if you're wondering, but wait. Memorial Day is until tomorrow, so what do you mean? Well, you know, we're not here tomorrow. So no shows Monday or Tuesday, so that means this is your final 3 hours to take advantage of our 10% extra off. So it is no final sale. It means whatever you shop for today, you still got your money back guarantee. You got discounts on the way throughout the day. I've got discounts of my own. We're going to take the 10% extra off. Everything is shopped for, so it's going to be a lot of fun. We have an incredible show for you lined up. It really is, though, all about your request. That is where I would say the emphasis needs to be over the next few hours is all on your request, because by the time we see you on Wednesday, you might miss that 10% off. So let's get you covered on anything you might be still thinking about from the inventory, something you've thought maybe you should add to the collection. This is the time to do it. So very glad to have you now. There are going to be, here's the great thing about today. You know that we've been doing a segment called Museum Masterpiece Must Go. Well, today I actually have 4 of them. So I know that would take an hour, but I'm going to give you a look at 4 different items because we are getting into our final days. The whole point of this is, remember, our museum pieces that rarely get on the air, there are some very, very high-end, extraordinarily rare pieces that are on and in this inventory. So what we're doing is we're giving you one last look before they head off to Vegas, because next Friday that show kicks off. It's called the JCK show in Las Vegas. It's really a who's who and a what's and a best of the best of the jewelry industry. So a lot of our museum pieces will be headed out that way, making that 300-mile trek through the desert. So here's what we have. We're going to get you a couple options here today, because obviously by next Thursday we would have this segment ending. So I'm going to give you a couple of quick looks, whether you're looking for a large Paraiba, a conch pearl, maybe just even a torpedo bracelet, or you know what you've seen before. Actually, I've shown this. It's actually a rhodochrosite. It's a huge rhodochrosite necklace. So that's going to be here as well. So we'll try to get you a brief look at 4 different museum pieces throughout the show, not necessarily all at once. So we'll just kind of flash those in for you so you can get a great discount. That's what we're doing. And of course, that's where most money is saved, because you got 10% off. So as soon as you see something you love, you got to dial in, get those pieces in. We have a lot of one-of-a-kinds as usual. I did bring out, and it's funny, there are pieces here that are not technically museum masterpieces, but they are. So it's, you know, usually if anybody had a 2-carat demantoid out of Russia, that would be museum masterpiece. That's not even in that segment. We've got a huge chameleon diamond over a carat and a round that's certified, not even technically our museum masterpiece. So we'll see all of those. And again, get requests in. We're happy to help you. But you know what was happening the other day, and forgive me, I can't remember if it was Thursday night, Friday night. We had a corner rooping near the very end of the show, and so many of you missed it. So I wanted to bring you, even this one is just, oof, look at this. I mean, you'll see. It's a Paraiba look, but in a very, very affordable price tag. So thrilled about this one. It's 111, or actually 112-0361. We got so many item numbers these days. Got all kinds of prefixes. So I tried to take a guess, and yeah, there it is. But that's 112-0361. It still goes back a ways. Isn't that a beautiful stone? So it is one of those rarities that usually would be in a brown color, and still rare. Brown, colorless, but when we bring you our corner roofings, they tend to be in this very neon Paraiba-esque minty blue-green, and that's our 38-pointer with, it also has 41 points in diamonds. And you know, the other one I had was a wide band with a lot of cutout details. That was lovely. This is a little more traditional, I would say, and you've got that really beautiful look, split shank, diamonds all the way around, and look at that. So it is a beautiful bright clean stone. We've got an incredible value. You know how this works, one of a kinds throughout the day. So let me know what you'd like to see, or again, as soon as you see something you do love, make sure you're ready to go on those phone lines. Okay, so this corner roofing, and I do have a Paraiba today, which is a bit ironic because one of my bigger values is a Paraiba, but it's still not going to be as affordable as this one is. So if you like this look and like this color and want great value, that's what we provide. Even this one's supposed to be $19.99, but it is starting the show. And it is our final show of this event, so I'm going to do some extra wild superstar things and reward those of you who are really on the lines quickly and ready to go. So welcome into Sunday. Here we go. Not going to be even $9.99. That's already half off from where it should be. Taking it even lower, significantly so. All you need to do is dial. That's the key here. And instead of $9.99 or $8.88 or $7.77, and this is all still prior to 10% off, whatever price you see on the air comes down by 10%. So really important way to shop all your favorites today And we're going to take this down to $699. You hit $70 off still. It'll be $629 at checkout. We've got some pretty quick ideas here. We have cameo earrings in the first couple minutes, a beautiful larger Marquise yellow diamond that's larger but affordable. I have drop diaspora earrings. I have a gorgeous color change diaspora ring, and that's all in the first few minutes. So it's going to be quick. We're going to keep on moving quickly before pieces go, because I know there's a delay to the show. So, you know, we don't want to delay. We know there's going to be, I hope, a request or two today. That would make my day if we can get you whatever it is you're looking for and give you that value that is better than you've ever seen in the past. One pair of Sorari hoops are here. They have 316 in multicolored diamonds. We're going to see a lot. Also, if you're a yellow diamond lover and you picked up our yellow diamond yesterday, our yellow diamond cross, well, I actually have a necklace. If you maybe want to go something a little bit more subtle or even stackable and layerable, I've got a necklace for you, and actually two different looks, one style, one price, meaning we're going to get you either if you're a heart-shaped lover or an oval lover. We're going to help you out with some yellow diamond necklaces today. Plus, if you love the cross motif, I do have some new cross earrings here as well that are made up of gigantic yellow diamonds and a huge diaspora, but we got to keep moving because this is what's next. Look at this round diaspora. This is one of the prettiest stones I think I've seen, and yet we can take you on a journey of diasporas today where we can get up to 10 carats or actually 9 carats, but I thought if you're looking for affordable, everyday wearable, here's 112-9893. Call me. I'll keep moving before pieces go. Everything will go in this show. It can't not go. We've selected the best of the best here for our final day of this major Memorial Day event, and why not? And when you have sale and discount prices every single day, kind of amazing to see a weekend like this one where everything comes down even further. So here's our beautiful curvature of the band. You see it's a more of a bypass style that meets in the middle where your diaspora lands. You've got a 135 color changing diaspora, 4 points in the diamonds as well. It would be 2 on either side where it just kind of brings it all together, doesn't it? So this is the diaspora round, which I think has an exquisite look. We're talking about a color change stone and a one source stone. So seeing more than just goldens and greens and champagnes, you got it. You got some pinks there as well. And then we'll take a look at it on the hand. It is a one only. It is a pinky size at the moment for me, at least. So there it is what it looks like on the hand. And then we're going to get you a big time value. So it's got that little subtle curve. It's less obvious when you see it on, but still that really pretty way that the bands are meeting up there to then meet with that stone. Really lovely. And we're going to do better than even $1,000 or $999. So excited you're with us. Cameo earrings are next. We'll get into those. Really looking forward to that. Love cameos. I know every time I have cameos, they are the first thing to go, and it's probably because we don't see them very often. So if you're starved for cameos and love that look, we got some big values coming up for you today. And here we go with this one. One only, not even $999. This is quite a day to be shopping. A reminder, fine jewelry. Yes, fine jewelry, the best of the best of the very best. And yes, museum on the way as well. And we're going to take this less than even, I don't even like 888. Let's go even lower on a round on a carat 35. Pretty specialty stone there, and all the color change would be evident when you take it to a different light source. Like for example, got to go from fluorescent to incandescent and see the purple red. So here we are with a 777 deal. Feels lucky to me, doesn't it? And when you're headed to Vegas in a week, you know what? You better get some lucky sevens up there. So here we are at 777. So that's going to be it. And it'll be only $699 at checkout. How about that for a value? Wow. First item was $699. Now this one's going to be $699. And you've got some really precious material. So there's our diaspora. There is a similar looking an earring. We can bring you in a drop. There's the pear shape. So, ooh, look at that color. That's good looking too. So we've got earrings on the way in diaspora, but I do want to get to our cameos because we've got so much demand for those cameos, not to mention there is going to be that bigger yellow diamond. If you want an affordable way to get a yellow diamond, got that for you as well. But let's get to the cameos. That's $699. So call me on the corner roofing, or it is the big diaspora. Now this, okay, these are so pretty. And at one point, there was a ring to match and a pendant to match. Those are gone, but I do want to show you what still gives us that rectangular style with that oval shaped cameo, a left and a right design, this wistful, beautiful profile, all carved in blue agate. You've got this really special look here, which is gold, and a lot of gold too. It's a lot of gold to get in that big a design. It's 1120152. They're going to stay in the yellow gold, but that is solid yellow gold, and they're quite large. They're lengthy, they're wider, they're really giving that, looks literally like you took a frame, like a beautiful photograph that was framed, maybe like a little oil painting that was framed, and just putting it on your ear, which is such a really very, very beautiful look, and I think we're seeing a lot of that. We're kind of looking wistfully back at some of the designs of yesteryear, and really it's captivating our attention now. And I think, as we wear on, it's one of those things where I think a lot of new generations getting to experience some of these really Victorian looks. But it's a 10 by 12, so I don't have carat weights here, but we do have the size, which you'll see in better view when you see them on. But it's a 10 by 12 on the oval, 36 points in the diamonds, which are very appropriately in the corners. And then it is an omega style because, well, you got to have that. If you're putting together a larger earring, you really do want that omega backing. And so it's a very pricey type of backing to do, but really necessary when you look at how they're going to sit upright. I'll show one on the hand here as well, so you can get an idea of the size they're going to give. There you go. And then you'll see them on as well. But first, the measurement, 5/8. Always like to verify that. And then here it is. Yeah, that's why, because I'm seeing more of 3/4 of an inch there, top to bottom, actually maybe even a tad more. So figure 3/4 of an inch, and then we'll go ahead and pop them on for you so you can see what that's all about. But what a beautiful look. And again, our cameos are rare. Don't see many of them. Don't see them often. If you're not familiar with an omega back, it's literally a hinge with a post. So that is going to be the simplest earring, and it's all together as one. You don't need to worry at all. Oh, I love these. Look at this. And this is what would happen if you did not have that big omega back. What would happen is they could fall or droop, but you see how they're sitting upright just as they should, in a beautiful way, with everything facing out the way it should here. And of course, you can opt where you see here she's looking outward. You could certainly, if I reverse them, you would have her looking inward. So it's really up to you how you would like her to face. So there's that left and right design. So each one's going to be a mirror image of each other. And we're going to go a lot lower than I think we need to be well over $3,000 for an earring like that ordinarily. But again, it's a sale weekend event, and it's our last couple hours of it. So look at this. This is so easy. I mean, you're not really technically supposed to do that, but look at how easy that is. Hinge, open it up, boom. You got this great design. There's your post, and then it just pops right over. So simple and easy. Let's go back to the wheel, and what we'll do is make them under $1,000. Do we have your attention yet when we've got under $1,000 with this much gold? I mean, it really is. Not that they're heavy. They didn't, not that real heavy, stretch your piercing out kind of style. Unless your piercing's already stretched out like mine is, then you're good to go. It sits beautifully, but you saw faces up and outright to the world, so everybody sees that beautiful carving, which is all done by hand, of course, not machinery, not stamped, all done by hand, and pretty extraordinary at that when you think about the pressure of working with natural material and natural gems when you're carving away. That just sounds like a stressful situation, but real true artistry, and working on the smallest of canvases, and yet we're going to do better than $9.99 or $8.88. Welcome in to our fabulous Sunday morning, afternoon, just kind of depends on where you reside, but we'll make them $7.77. Let's go again. $6.99 at checkout for you. That triple digit price tag comes down even lower, and they're only in the yellow gold. So let me know if you like them. There's one pair. Everything I've shown you is one of a kind. It's going to be the case throughout the day if you want to go really, really lavish in a diamond earring. Oh, do we have an incredible diamond earring. So yeah, we have a 7 carat 20 diamond earring for you. 720, yeah, 720 in diamonds. That's pretty extraordinary, isn't it? So we're going to see that in a little bit, and we are really, really thrilled to have you with us. All right, so that one's going to be $7.77, and then here we go with our last call there. And then what I'll do is, since we're already on the earrings, let's do the diaspores, which would coordinate back to the round and the ring that we had for you. These should be gone, and then here we go with our diaspore earring. This one's going to be a little tricky here. I'm going to have to give them a little bit of help so that you can get this value. But look at that beautiful pear shape, and I'll show you the other. It's 1125353. And this is, yeah, it's going to collapse. So just bear with me here while I just show you the other so you can see the incredible matching they have. There is our pear-shaped diaspora. It's going to be in yellow gold, 330 this time around. So you're getting a ton of that incredible carat weight of those diaspores. And then in the pear shapes, a pair of pairs, and matched up in the yellow gold, then that beautiful diamond and gold. Think of a ribbon, where ribbons are usually double-sided, and as it twists around, you see different things revealed. And so a little bit of what this double halo reminds me of, and then of course all that mirror finishing up top, post and butterfly backing. It's a nice longer post, so if you're a little lobe challenged, maybe you've got a little more voluptuous lobe, then that's okay too, because it's a nice longer post. I like to point that out, a little longer than the ordinary. And then there's your 1 1/8 inch drop. So little over an inch. We'll pop one on for you as well. And then onward they will go. I know that's not the best look, but I need 2 hands to put these on. So here we go. That's what they look like from a distance away. So you can really see the movement they're going to give and how they incorporate a color that, remember, shifts a little bit in the light. And then of course, when you're in incandescent light, it's going to completely change. So you will have and experience different colors, and everybody around you will experience different colors as you see them in different lights. They can be very champagne golden. They can be much more green or kiwi green. It's a lighter green. It's not like an emerald green. It's a very subtle, beautiful green. And then you've got this really pretty pinky purple that they turn to. So they have a post and butterfly back. Let's go under, should we even do it again? Let's go under $1,000 and make them $999. Then you've got that extra $100 off as well, because $999 with 10% is just about $100 extra off. So we'll go back up close and I will prop them up for you so you can see them even better. But that'll be $899 for the earring. We'll move those back just a touch. You can see there. And of course, that is part 2 of our earring specials today. So already the cameos and now the fabulous diaspores. Have a ring coming up with a yellow diamond. Also, very large heart-shaped pendant, which feels very good this time of year when we talk about a lot of occasions we're celebrating with jewelry gifts. So we've got that on the way for you. Any requests, come on in. I know it was yesterday, really the request lines didn't really start jamming until the last couple of minutes of the show. We want to get you all covered here and get you ready early. So as we embark on this Sunday, already, can you believe it? Unofficial kickoff to summer tomorrow. So here we are, ready to celebrate with jewelry at discounts. And if you love big earrings, the Sorari earrings that I have for you are pretty extraordinary. I've got some Sorari earrings that are actually going to be 3 carat 16 in diamonds. Let me give them a little look here since we're already on the earring track here. We've got this fabulous designer earring. It's so much gold, first of all, but then there's also 1130024, which is giving you all these different colors, from fawns to purples to yellows to greens to champagnes, and different tones of the champagnes as well. And it is 0024 and they're 316 of Sorari earrings in a hefty amount of gold here. Your 316 plus the 7/8 and a button release, so that's going to be the closure that we love because it keeps them very secure. Now, this is our last of the hoops. I know I had a pair the other day, they're gone. Here's what we have with all the multicolors. You can see how much substantial gold we're talking about here. Obviously made in an era probably before gold hit $6,000 an ounce and hanging out now about $5. It fluctuates by the day, but 48, 46, 47, 49. So here's what we have, a really important earring that, look at how the stones are set too, where they're set down into the gold. You have to go deeper on the gold, and then you've got that button, which is really important because that's going to be how you release them. You never have to worry about your post actually bending or doing anything out of the ordinary, because the button is what releases the inside lock that holds them so securely on your ear. They are 7/8 of an inch, as you see there. And then talk about a go with everything. I think the diaspores also go with everything, but maybe you're more of a hoop girl instead of a drop. And yes, a hoop is a drop, but still there was the movement of the diaspora, and this is more of a stay right there stationary, you know, kind of keeping it classic here, but look at how they widen. This look, this kind of reverse hourglass is so impressive because it gives you this bolder style. It looks like even more in your diamond weight. 316 overall gives you about a carat 55 or so right there, carat 55, carat 58 in each earring. So they're quite large, and of course just under an inch, which tends to be a really popular type of length for even every day. You know, that's up to you to decide, but how beautiful are they? And yet so much shimmer from these stones, because the body color of fancy colored diamonds gives it a great jumping off point for brilliance. We'll go back to the wheel, show you again close up what they look like here together, but there's a really good look at the yellows, the greens, the champagnes, got a lot of fawns in this other one. And of course, not just pumped out from an assembly line where there's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds available. It's just one. It's just one gorgeous earring, one whole collection of earrings in one, or rather stones in one earring. It's like you put your whole lifelong collection in one earring and said, let's just show them off and put them where I'm going to wear them every day in a hoop style that's classic. And we'll take them on down below $79.99, which is where they were on the air. That's where they started. That's where they began their TVON journey, which is still a far cry from their retail journey or their cruise ship journey or anywhere else you might find this big name designer. But here's what we're going to do instead of $79 or even half off at $4,000. Better value button release. Remember, so you just use the button when you're going to take the earrings off. All you do to put them on is click them closed. It could not be any easier to put on, and they are super secure. And we're going to go better than 4,000. Shall we? Better than even $39.99. Better than $3,000. We're under $1,000 a carat here, and they're $29.99. And then there's the biggest discount we've had so far today. Won't be the biggest we see all day, but it is the biggest one we've seen so far with $300 extra off for you. So that is a fantastic way to go. Yes. Cameo earrings. They're gone. Congratulations. Remember, this is our third earring today. We also had diaspores and cameos. The cameos are gone. The diaspore drops are here. The hoop earrings for the moment are here. And we keep moving before things sell, because otherwise we have to sit here looking at the same piece for 10 minutes. So here we go with 113-0409. Let's get to another type of natural exotic diamond, but this time one big one instead of a lot of medium ones. This is our platinum setting, which is the 39-point Marquise yellow. And then it's got the bigger diamonds on the sides. Look at that, only 4 diamonds per side. So it is all bigger stones here, 38 points among 8 stones. On the sides there, it would be overall, well, we're just talking about just under 80 points here. And so thrilled to have a big old value on a yellow diamond that's a little bit more simple. We have a 1 carat 12 later in an Asher cut. It's a little bit bigger, it's a little bit bolder. Maybe this is not your everyday style, but that's what I have later. Wow, love that one. But then look what you have here. The Marquise, simple setting, more of a solitaire. We're gonna blow it out right now. One only here as well, and what a discount from $39.99 that it is. Platinum setting, I know this one looks like a smaller size. Let me see if I can put it on anyways for you, because it's probably more of a ring finger ring or somewhere in that neighborhood, but it is a beautiful look, is it not? So we're gonna go better than even $1,000. Send it out of here, $9.99. We gotta move quickly through hundreds and hundreds of pieces, so hence the deals are coming down even further than you might even expect, and that's really important. So that'll be actually another $100 off, so that'll be only $8.99 at checkout for the yellow diamond Marquise. That is, I believe, the only Marquise yellow diamond we have in the inventory too, so that's crucial to remember if you know you love that cut and you want to explore the world of the exotic diamond colors, something that is all natural still, something that is a little bit more unique from what you ordinarily see. Also have a copper bearing tourmaline. There's a copper bearing in a very fancy mounting, fancy but classic. And this copper bearing is hot pinky purple. It's a jewel tone that looks like your best rubelite. And that's a little bit more rare even than the purples. So we're really excited to have that one today. And again, what would you like to see? Forget what I got planned. I got museum like crazy. I've got all kinds of big values and discounts. And then I've got the yellow diamond special, which is going to be yellow diamond necklaces, 2 different ones to choose from. We will see one tanzanite. I won't bore you with more than one because I kid you not. We had so many people who loved our tanzanites yesterday. They were selling like crazy after the show. Look at this one. There's our emerald cut. That's what we saw in a 9 carat. It was actually a 10 carat size. This one is going to be our, it looks the same. I thought it was the same, and I thought, why on earth am I going to have 2 emerald cuts of the same size back-to-back days? Actually, this one's a 6 carat, but looks bigger. So we're going to get you a better price tag. If you missed that emerald cut yesterday, got a great way to go. Now, also, we're seeing a museum masterpiece per hour. So not waiting till the top of next hour to show you our museum masterpiece, because there isn't just one singular. We've got 4 of them to show you. So I'll flash them all throughout the show. You can give them some thought. They are those same big markdowns. And actually, let me flash the first one now, because it's just asking to be shown. It's asking to get its spotlight moment here. It's big close up. Look at this. And I know it's going to be close up, because right now, that is one of the bigger Paraibas, yes, Paraiba, that you ever will see. So I'll just flash them in, just so you know. This is one of 4 museum masterpieces today, since we don't have a lot of time, and we've got, you know, that Monday, Tuesday, the no shows on Monday or Tuesday gives us 2 days deficit here where we can't show you a museum masterpiece, and we want to show them all before they take off to Vegas. So here's what we have for you in the 3211. Yes, 32 carats of Paraiba, it's really happening. There is a moment in time here that is, quite frankly, the unbelievable, look at that, look at that, look at that, look at that. 112-6548, and so clean. So clean for a tourmaline of any kind. But then that fabulous, fabulous neon bright, and it is apple green. That's 112-6548. Okay, well, this is special. I'm so thrilled we have it for you. I'm going to make sure that this one goes here today, and I know that it's a little early for the museum pieces, I get it, but we're showing 4 of them throughout the day, and we only have 3 hours, so it means we got to have them frequently throughout the show. But that's our 3211 big diamonds, carat 30 in the diamonds, 3, and then all the rest of the way around the halo. It's also 18 karat gold, which is really exciting, and yet put out all together and really giving you something very, very special here. Look at the bright lime greens here. There's a little fleck of yellow coming through. Obviously, please understand me. I'm not doing this. Not everything's going to be $50,000, $60,000, $70,000 throughout the day. It's important to remember that we're showing you pieces that never get on the air because they are so really extraordinary, and they have some bigger price tags that we know are going to be a little bit more of an investment and maybe not, up everybody's alley, but there's a time to get them out the door, and the must-go pricing is what's been allowing them to do that. So here's one that used to be, and this is not a bad price at all, because when you calculate 60,000 a carat, and figure that I'm giving you a 32 karat for $49,999, because if you're wondering where'd that number come from, that's the going rate on most Paraibas today. I'm talking 1 carat, 2 carat, 3 carats, 60, 70, 80,000 per carat. So when we see a piece like this that's under 50, well, that's 32 times what you would normally pay, or 32 times more for that same price you would ordinarily pay. 1 carat can be 60,000. So to have 3211 and the carat 30 and this tremendous length, and wait till you see it right here. There it is with the 1 3/4 top to bottom, actually maybe more like 1 1 3/4. And then I'll show it to you on the neckline. Oh my goodness, look at that. Well, that helps explain exactly how dynamic and beautiful and bright and bold this piece is. It is no doubt one of our very, very, very best, and yet huge value coming your way. It's not even $49,999. These are not only investment pieces, they can be for your own museum. They can be, obviously, I hope you wear them, but they're also just huge collectible moments where this is the moment to get it if you've always wanted something that is not available to the general public, not available even in design houses, not available even in the big time designer names you know and we love. But this one is actually under $20,000, which makes it unheard of. And we'll see it out the door. That's the whole point of bringing these museum masterpieces out to you in these last few days, is to make sure that you guys, but that's who they're made for. They're made for you, our TVON family. They're not made for the wholesale trade. They're not made to be millions of dollars in the designer world. They're made for you, our TVON family. And we couldn't be more proud that this is here, that it's available. But for $49,000, we're going out of $20,000. That's already a $30,000 discount. And once again, where's that $60,000 per carat price come into play? It is something that we are considering. Well, we do better values. That's what we're about. You can't get a better value than what we're going to provide here for you, and it's not even $19,999. Reminder, if it's more comfortable for you to maybe take 2 credit cards and pay half and half, that's fine too. But that's where, again, you don't want to miss the opportunity to own our 32 karat, which is by far our largest Paraiba here in this inventory, by far. The largest one in the ring is 4 carat. So this is really important. And to get that clarity, extraordinary and bright, bright neon color. And it's going to be better than 19, 18, 17, or 16,000. We're going even lower. It's $14,999. Unheard of value and gotta go. And it stays in the yellow gold. It goes right out to you. You'll have it probably by the time I see you on Wednesday, and you still have a money back guarantee. Although I don't think there's any chance that you're going to give that back to us when you just scored the #1 value of a lifetime in Paraibas. It's right there. So, and needless to say, it goes for a lot more than $50,000 in the wholesale trade if it makes it to that trade show in a couple of days, which is highly unlikely. So also let us know what requests you have, because I want to make sure you know it's our last few hours. This is always tripping everybody up because we're not here on Mondays. So we don't have the actual Memorial Day as it's observed and celebrated together. So that's something to keep in mind, okay? So just remember, you got a couple more hours to shop the 10% off. Let's get to our other Paraiba, which is a purple variety in the ring. It's more of that ruba-like because it's got a lot of hot pink fuchsia to it as well. And this is 1130251. So we're back to affordable Paraiba. which is such an oxymoron to say because usually Paraíba, not so affordable, unless you're shopping with us, which is why you're here. So that's really important. This is our 18 karat gold mounting, 73 points on the cushion cut square, which is a little more unique. And then you've got a couple of baguettes, some bigger round brilliants, and a total of 36 and 16 together. So really, really important. And let's see here. We got one only. It stays in the white gold. I don't know why it keeps sticking to my tweezers, but it is. It's got a great profile where you can actually, there's your hallmarks, but you can also see how it can sit up with something, maybe a band or a wonder ring next to it. How is that? Like, it's just defying gravity. I'm not sure how that works, but here we go with the one and one only, and we'll send it out. And Cheryl, we've got your request coming up, our first one of the day. Wonderful, and it's a favorite of mine. So we'll see that for you, Cheryl, coming up. But let's go ahead and get this one out the door for under $2,000. Yes, now Paraíba under $2 in one of the more rare varieties of color. It's $19.99. If you'd like that pinky purple richness of neon, we got it there for you. So don't forget about the Paraíba 32 karat, or you can get the 73 pointer in that really unique and rare color. So we've already had about 10 items here. We're going to show one more coming up before, well, bottom of the hour is right about arriving. So here we are with the paw necklace. Yay. And by the way, $200 off. So $199.90. $200 really is coming off that price tag. So $17.99 only for one caller there. Hope you will dial in. Okay, let's get to our paw necklace. This is 111-0454, and thank you for not changing the item number, because obviously this is a necklace with a very large diamond pave weight. So this is something we developed really, really early on, back about 10 years ago. And yet always a favorite, hasn't come out much very often. Glad that it's requested. Thank you again, Cheryl, for the request. It's our 43-point diamond paw. There was a smaller version once upon a time. This is certainly the larger version, and we do have white and yellow available to ship out, but we also have a rose gold availability. So if you want to order it in the rose, you can. It's not made up, but we will get that for you. But it's also all this adjustability, and I think, well, this is usually requested for a need and for a very special moment in time. And again, for our animal lovers out there, animal lovers are a passionate bunch. I speak for them because I am one of them. I am one of you. And yet this is that very, very special piece that you wear near and dear to your heart, literally near your heart. It is the necklace. It's a solid pave. So it's pave in the gigantic paw here, and I don't say gigantic lightly. It's a 5/8 inch drop. So when I say big, we did this itty bitty version that was really small. It was about a 1/4 inch. Now we're talking about 5/8 here. So you see, it's that symbolism that's going to show up. It's not, I always find it's a little bit, as a designer, you think about, okay, I want it to be wearable, but I also want the motif that I'm doing to show up and be, in essence, readable from afar, because, not everybody's coming up to you right there in your face. So it's nice to be able to see, okay, what is the symbolism? What are we trying to achieve here? What is the look we're going for? And you can see there how stunning that is. I think everyone's reading that is a paw. They instantly know that you love your animals. You are maybe you're part of a rescue organization, and maybe you volunteer there. Maybe you're just an animal lover, or maybe you want to symbolize and memorialize a pet, and maybe you just, again, want to have, I love the idea of a new pet parent. What an exciting time to get that new pet and to have that special piece as a little, take it with you at all times. I think as pet lovers, we probably wish we could take our pets everywhere, but we can't always. Although I did see a clip from a basketball game yesterday, and it was an NBA Eastern Conference final game, and there was a gal walking in with two very famous people, and she had her 30-pound, looked like a brown poodle with her. And I'm thinking, okay, I've been to a lot of basketball games in my day. I've never seen an animal there. So anyway, outside of bomb sniffing dogs outside. But anyway, maybe that's just LA. I don't know. But either way, I was, okay, maybe we can take our pets everywhere and anywhere these days. But here it is, the ultimate way to carry them with you, carry their memory with you, and yellow gold or white gold. So let's show it up close as well, just to see all that diamond pave work. And yet it's 43 points, and we're going to blow it out right now, keeping in mind it is adjustable, 16, 17, 18. Love the idea of gifting it to somebody you care for as well. Just want to show you the finishing there as well. It's never going to flip or turn like I'm doing. I'm trying to purposely show you how beautifully finished it is on the inside with all that pave. And then again, we're going to do it for under $1,000. I remember when this was debuted many, many years ago, when gold was, I don't know, about $1,600 an ounce or so when I started here. And yet $9.99 would have been a great price then. And today, that's your price. So $9.99 turns into $8.99. So that'll be be your big value. And then if you want to see the white gold, I love the yellow. I think the yellow is really pretty, but let me show you the white gold here as well, if that'll stay for me just for a minute, so I can show you here what the all kind of tonal look, because obviously our white diamonds are very indeed white. There's no brown or yellow to those. So love it in the white gold as well. That's what it would look like. Or, you know, just a great symbolism here. What if you have, you know, one pet you want to honor and then maybe another you do? You can even layer them, and the adjustability makes that pretty easy because of the way it's got the 16, 17, and 18 built in. So you can adjust it as you need to, and you can go a little higher or lower, even, you know, imagine this moves maybe your diamonds by the yard too. You can layer it with a lot of other things, but it's $899 for the necklace at checkout. So white and yellow are here, ready to go, ready to ship out, or the rose gold can be made for you, and then that'll be on its way. So again, great gifting moment, great way to celebrate. I think it's a nice way to treat yourself if you want a little touch of whimsy to your jewelry. But again, you know how we all feel about meaningful jewelry. I think a lot of us love a piece that means something, a piece that has a great personality to it, a piece that maybe lends itself to a story or a conversation. So that's $899. Let's move on. And thank you again for that request. Always a delight to show you something that doesn't get here very often. And then also, if you love maybe a symbol of love, but without being the overt paw, let me show you this one. This is so heavy and really wild. I have not been able to show you. I had something similar, but this is really important. This is going to be a really special look here that's actually platinum and 18 karat gold. You can see the 18 karat gold's on the inside. And then we've got the platinum and then diamonds, and then yes, this little window into the heart or the center of the heart. And it's all 94 points in diamonds, but you're actually getting 3 movable. They kind of move with the movement that you have when you wear it, but it's platinum and 18 karat, and it's going to have those 3 bezel sets and then beautifully finished on the inside. And it comes with the chain, which is another great box link chain, so a great investment chain that you have to go with it. So one only here, the chain is fully adjustable as well, and I'm talking about 18 inches and then any length beyond or shorter than that as well. But it's 1124717, and it's a beautiful diamond pave and bezel set piece. So maybe this is how you want to give a gift in a necklace. Necklaces are great for gift giving because no exact size needed. There's no worries about, oh gosh, I don't know what her ring size is. I mean, my goodness, who knows what everyone else in their life's ring size is? I mean, people I know well don't know my ring size. So, and they could, you guys know my ring size because I talk about it and I have to try jewelry for a living. But this is where, again, you might not know what your sister's ring size is. Necklaces are a great way to go. And you can never have too many right now. Even if she has a necklace she wears all the time, you know you can stack and layer and have that ultra cool look with it as well. But look at the size. This is hefty. I mean, when you see that platinum, there's a lot going on here in this piece, and it's a one only, plus you have that looks like liquid gold, doesn't it? It's all, or in this case platinum, to the chain because of the way it just shimmers with that box link. It's smooth as well. We're gonna blow it out. It's a brand new discount on this one, and it's a very large individual pendant that you have here. The bail's nice and large too, so you can see right here, it's about 1.25 inches, maybe 1 3/8 inches there. Top to bottom, there's their adjustability, so you can see that little extra length is because we have it shortened, so up to 18, but go as short as you'd like. So it could be way up here, it could be further down here. It's whatever you need it to be. That's about 18. So that's about the max that chain is going to go. But then you can move it on up as needed. But it's one only. We've got it for, and I know it used to be $49.99. That's because there's a lot of substantial metal. Obviously almost a carat in diamonds too, but a really important weight. Plus the chain itself is worth about $800 right now. So that's important as well, but you're paying nothing for the chain. And here it is on the hand again. We'll blow it out for under $2,000. It's not $19.99. Keeping it going here. We'll go even less than $19, $18, $17. I'm blowing it out for $16.99. Let's move some jewelry. We got 10% off for the next few minutes, or hours, 2 hours and 20 minutes. And that's it. And that will be gone at 1 o'clock today. So really want to make sure you're paying close attention to these one-of-a-kinds, getting those big discounts and deals. Paw necklaces are very popular. I know we can't spend too much time on any one item today because we've got so much to get through, but there are still paw necklaces going out the door, and happily so, at $8.99 at checkout. There's our heart design. And then again, you see how the bezel sets are going to move. See if I jog it a little bit, you see how they move, okay? I don't want to make anyone motion sickness, but there is a great little movement those bezel sets inside have. So $16.99 there. And then we're going to go ahead and move on. We do have that beautiful rubelite, still that one $19.99 as well, with that $200 extra off. Big earrings are here. A chameleon diamond is here. These are the big earrings that I have for you with 7 carats plus in diamonds. That is a mobile style, meaning it's a nested design where diamonds are inside the diamonds, so right about there. And then you've got that beautiful cluster up top. So they're here as well at a new markdown. So is the yellow diamond and our moonstone. Look at the moonstone that I have that's new. Here's the moonstone with the double halo. Isn't that pretty? Almost looks like a diamond at first. It's so sparkly. Some of the moonstones are a little bit more hazy than others, and that's okay because it makes up for it in a lot of color. This one's very, very bright. It's got, look at that, the impact it makes, but it's more subtle to the colors, which I think actually really kind of gives a little bit of mystery to it, because it's more just as it moves, you'll see a little fleck of blue and some green and some pink. So just want to remind you, this is one of our brand new pieces here in a gorgeous classic mounting. And then we still have the heart shape and the rubellite, the paw and white or yellow, your choice of. Gotta love that we got two different choices that can go out right away for you. That's also so nice. So love that. Quick shipping, you know, when you can get a piece. When you get one of a kind, it goes out right away, unless we need to remake the mounting, because sometimes if you need to go from, like, let's say it's a sample size 5 and you need a 10, sometimes mountings need to be remade, and, you know, it's something we're obviously willing to do, but just making sure you understand that usually things that are one of a kinds go out usually the next business day, or usually within 1 or 2. So basic sizing is no problem. But here is 112-9627, and a big time discount on this one coming your way. And did we have another paw necklace going out? That seems to be the most popular of the day. Yeah, white gold. All right. So we had, who was that, by the way? Was it our requester by any chance? Cheryl, that is probably the requester. I mean, not that there's only one Cheryl that watches. I know I can name about 10 of them that have been watching for years and years and years. But it's not funny how you come up with a name and I can start naming off customers. You know, that's how a lot of us have been shopping together a long time. So thank you, Cheryl. And where was she calling from? From where? Oh, really? Oh, wonderful. That's exciting. Okay. Well, thank you so much, Cheryl. Again, appreciate it. Glad we had that for you. Here's what we're going to do on this moonstone. Yes. The diamond pendant, the big heart shape. Yeah, the heart-shaped pendant and necklace, because it comes with a chain, just sold as well for $16.99, which of course was even less, and was like $15.29 instead, so even better. And then here we go with our moonstone, which is only going to be, you know what, I'll just blow this out right now. It's a great one. It's looking like $79.99 here, should be priced. Going a lot lower than that for you. One only, lots of gold color change options here. You can do yellow or rose instead. This is that beautiful, bright, I love the subtlety of the colors here. Here's what it looks like on. That's a very large diamond weight at 1 carat. It's 1 carat exactly with the 103 stone. So really just, you can imagine that could be worn with absolutely anything and everything. I think it's one of the big appeals with the moonstone, certainly. And it's not going to be $79.99. I'm blowing it out for under $2,000. And $19.99 is fabulous, but let's go another extra discount. We got to move jewelry, 2 hours and 19 minutes to go with 10% off. So want to make sure everybody has a chance to pick up something on sale. And this is the new one. So you've never seen it before. We've seen moonstones, but not this ring. So we're ready to get it home right now and take it down to $1,499, which realize is going to be $1,349 at checkout instead. So a big, big value here with that split style shank that is really wonderful because it anchors it. It keeps it, if you especially are someone who's a little bit between sizes, and sometimes a piece can do that little spinning and turning and rolling a little bit too much. This is what really helps to anchor that piece to the hand, but we're still going to size for you. Get your exact size so that it arrives all set to go. But we are looking at tanzanite and Paraiba later today. I've got some cross earrings that are really attractive. I do need requests because you saw we brought out an all-time classic that hasn't been here in probably a year, and we were able to bring that out for you just because it was a request. So it's, you know, don't assume that a piece can't come out to play or that it's maybe from a long time ago, so no way it's possibly here. You never know until you ask. So really important to make sure that you're, interacting with us. Tell us what you'd like to see before the show is over. We have an Alexandrite coming up. Can't get over this. This I saw early this morning. I thought, okay, if anybody out there is looking for one of the more exotic stones, and usually we have to be prepared on an 80-point Alexandrite to spend easily over $6,500. This one is not. So let's just state the obvious here. It's one of the rarest stones in the world, but a 111-9553 item number should give you a hint that there's something major. Now, it wouldn't be the most difficult or challenging thing in the world to go into a computer system and change the price. But just rest assured, that's not what's happening here. And I'm just going to polish the band. Something's on it there. We're good. Not quite, still there. Here we are. So this is 111-9553. And we're taking the price further than where it was when it was made, which is a substantial mounting made many, many, many years ago. That's going to be like the early parts of 2017 is that item number. So this one just came out from the vault. Very excited to discount it from the 9-year ago price tag and bring you an 80-point color changing Alexandrite from Brazil with 74 points in diamonds with a fully finished under gallery, and you can even change the gold. So if you'd rather have the white gold or the rose gold, you got it. But look how gorgeous that is on the interior there. The fabulous Alexandrite that is so clean as well, and yet we're going to blow it out right now. This is an unbelievable price tag for a June birthstone, by the way. If you're thinking, no, I'm a June baby and my birthstone is pearl. There are two, and this is the unusual one, I would say. Not everyone's going to be aware about because Alexandrite's a more obscure stone. It's exotic itself. So certainly pearl is a great option. I think that's pretty, but then you've got Alexandrite as an alternative. So with June coming up in a matter of about a week, I think it's a week from tomorrow, it'll be June 1st, it will. So we're a week away from June. Let's get you the June birthstone, or maybe just an exotic that you can wear every day. 8.5 in the Mohs scale with your color changing Alexandrite. That's awfully nice. And yet a huge value here on our ultimate high-end color changing chrysoberyl. It's not even $2,000. Let's take it on down. Come on, you know that's a $6,000 ring. All day, every day, we're taking it lower than $19.99. Here's what it looks like on the hand. And again, change the gold if you want to. And that is a beauty right there. We've seen 30 and 40 pointers go for more than this. And to do $19.99 is fabulous. We're going to keep on going. Keep on making this affordable like nobody else can. I don't even know a lot of places that source an Alexandrite, let alone have it in finished jewelry, let alone bring you clarity and 100% color change like this is, with those blues and greens, that ability to change to purple and red, and really is one of the most incredible things you will see is a color changing phenomena gemstone. So it really is worth investing into at least one. And if you are already somebody who loves the exotics, well, you want to get the diaspores and the Alexandrites, and this is the more durable of the bunch though. So a lot of people don't know rare stones, a lot of times they'll get really soft. This is not one of them. It's a rare stone, all right, but it's going to be plenty durable for everyday wear. And it's only $1,888. Which comes down to a whole different level, and it'll be $1,699 at checkout. Now, we've already seen our 32 karat Museum Masterpiece Paraíba, but I also have 3 others to show you. And one is a rhodochrosite, and one is a trapeche bracelet. I know we had brought you a trapeche bangle that sold immediately yesterday. I've got a trapeche actual like tennis bracelet. And then we even have a conch pearl. That's our largest. Now, Darlena wants to see another look at a bracelet we've seen frequently in the last couple of weeks. Here's our diamond bracelet, Darlene, or Darlena rather. And this is going to be our diamond bracelet that's available in white or yellow. It's a beautiful I would say like a mixed media style, if you will. We would say that in fashion, where there's a combination of different, usually textiles. This is going to be a little mixed media for you in fine jewelry because it's actually a part diamond bracelet and then also a link chain as well. So it's like your link bracelet and your diamond bracelet have come together and to give you more than one look. And obviously the camera can only focus on one at a time. So first the white gold there, but you can see here what that does for those beautiful diamonds. And it's a great stackable, layerable piece also if you'd like to. It's 112-7839. This is that adjustable style. So if you never can find the right length for your wrist, or maybe you're one of those that say, I have just really teeny wrists and I always seem to see the 7s and the 6s and I need a 5 and I need a 5.5, I need a 6 1/4. This will work for you as well because it can go anywhere between 4.5 and 7 1/4. So it's really running the gamut as far as size opportunity. But 127 is the diamond weight. Looks like your classic tennis bracelet. I'm going to borrow the yellow gold and show you how this looks from a distance because right now you're just saying, what is she talking about? It's a diamond tennis bracelet. All I see are diamonds. See how it is about, now it's a little more than half diamonds. And then you get the other, which is basically from the 4.5 inch mark all the way to the 7 1/4. So that'd be about 3 inches of chain that's going to be your paper clip link. So there's a lobster claw on one side, which thank goodness, because the spring ring might be a little more challenging to do. So the lobster claw, and then really what you're wanting to do is probably put that a little bit closer to the wrist than you sometimes would, so that you can keep the bracelet with the side you want to showcase. In other words, here's what it looks like with the diamond side exposed. And then if you wanted to have more of this look with more of the chain and the diamonds, you can do that. So really it's how you face the bracelet on the wrist, or you just, again, put it on as close to the wrist as you can. You've got all those options to really make sure it's the perfect fit, like a custom fit, but then you've got your diamond. So, and it's solid gold. So it's really an impressive style here. And the white gold's gorgeous and the yellow gold's gorgeous. And we've only got a couple available here. And so this is a really nice way where you know they're also going out right away. I know the yellow gold's not in focus unless I stack it on top, which I'll try to do here and see if that'll hang out with the other one. They're great stackables as far as when you wear them too with your other favorite pieces. Love the way they look together. If you want to pop them on with another tennis bracelet, a bangle, anything you got in bracelets, stack up that arm candy. It's a good way to go, but it's going to be better than, okay, $49.99 is where it should be today. We've discussed this in the last couple of weeks, but what you didn't get a couple weeks ago was an opportunity to get 10% extra off. So the fact that you are today is really important because you get that huge savings, which is going to amount to a lot of extra money. And I don't know about you, but I think we'll save money wherever we can and will. Let's save money where we can. It's an opportunity here. But instead of $49.99, the whole bracelet, which think about where gold is, and obviously this being gold, not a plating, not a mystery metal, but actually gold, solid all the way through. Link and diamonds, all those diamonds, full cut round brilliant. So still extremely important diamond weight that you have here, and yet it is not going to be even $2,000. First chance to get it at 10% extra off as well. So that's really important. I think highly valuable to get that extra savings when there's no making this for $2,000. It's $1,999, and you get the extra $200 off. So it'll be $1,799 if you'd like to get it. That's all I can do to make a bracelet as affordable as possible. That's a beauty of a bracelet, and classic and wearable as well, and only $17.99. So Darlena, I hope that's what you're looking for. It definitely, if you're looking for just affordable in a bracelet and you still want gold, well, that's the way to do it. So congrats if you get it. We have white and yellow, again, ready to go. They ship out now, not tomorrow, because tomorrow is a federal holiday. So it would have to be Tuesday. So if you're calling customer service tomorrow, you're not going to reach anybody. If you're wondering why your piece didn't ship on Monday, it would normally would, but it's going to ship on Tuesday this week. So keep that in mind, and just a little, let's mitigate expectations here. I know we want everything yesterday. I understand. But this is where, again, got to go out Tuesday, but that'll be out right away, made up, ready to go. And again, no sizing needed because it covers all that ground of different lengths available, which I don't know about you, but I don't find a lot of 5-inch bracelets. I don't find a lot of 5.5-inch bracelets either. And so it's really nice that you have that opportunity where this could be that perfect bracelet. Maybe it's for the younger gals too. And maybe they're just a little more petite because, they're not all full grown yet. And this is where they could wear it as well. I mean, if you're willing to give a carat 27 in natural VS diamonds to the younger gals who are just starting their jewelry collection, a fantastic way to go. So that'll be $19.99, but really $17.99. And so let me know if you like that. And then we're going to keep on moving here. Got a lot to do today, and yet cross earrings. They're pretty mighty fine. They're pretty big, and they're also convertible style. So there's going to be multiple ways to wear the cross earrings that are brand new, but I cannot wait to show them to you. This was really a nice little, I think a nice little addition to what we had yesterday in our cross pendant that we brought you that was brand new, which if anyone needs a look at, I have for you. But look at this. This is a cross earring that's coming up today in the show, brand new as well. Take a look at this on my hand. This is our cross earring that's actually going to be, looks good that way, but it's even better this way. And there are multiple ways to wear the earring. And you're going to get a pair, of course. I'm just showing the one, but that's actually yellow diamonds up front, solid gold in the back, so you can wear it that way. Or you can take it right off the hoop and wear it as a basic hoop. So you have got at least 3 ways to wear this drop earring. So that's going to be coming up later. Very excited about what we're going to do on 2 carats of mega yellow diamonds. Really big ones, because the earring itself only is going to have, I believe it's 10 stones per pair. So yes, you're going to have 10 stones all going to be about 20 points a piece. That's pretty incredible. All right, next up, we're going to move on. Darlene, let me know if you need to see any other bracelets. We've got traditional tennis bracelets as well, but they would be more money. They would be all, I think even our smallest tennis bracelet beyond the carat 27 is starting at about 5,000. So certainly can bring those out if you'd like to see them, but a really good day to be shopping a discount. Okay, we're on our way next. Now, we did have the Alexandrite still here. Let me show you the Mandarin Garnet that is also available at a huge discount, and there is a heart-shaped emerald. It reminds me a little bit of the emerald we showed yesterday near the end of the show. That was that beautiful bright carat 35. This one is the same designer, but it's a heart shape and it's still in the platinum, and that is a bright as can be, fabulous heart shape. Clean, Muso Colombian, 82 points in diamonds. We have that one. We have the beautiful Mandarin also in a specialty cut. This is like our unexpected cut part of the show here. Heart-shaped emerald, Asher cut Mandarin. Don't see those all the time. There's the Asher cut Mandarin. That one's going to be affordable as well. So if any of these that I'm showing you are catching your eye, let me know what it is. We'll help you out. Also, I have this chameleon diamond. This is really what is not deemed a museum masterpiece, but it should be. Absolutely should be. It's a carat 04 color changing diamond. It starts as a blue-green. Yeah, Paraibas need to step back for a minute and just make way for this chameleon diamond, because that's a blue-green diamond that's natural in color that also changes color. So when you're talking about extra rare, that's it. And it's certified, as all of our chameleon diamonds are, and it's got a 124 diamond mounting around it. So if that's of interest, that's coming down under $25,000, and it's exceptional. Our largest conch pearl is here. This is another museum masterpiece. There's the largest one we have. It's a 4 carat 05 in the conch pearl with a stunning color. Here are my diamond earrings. Let me show you the diamond earrings from afar, and you let me know what you like. I'm just trying to, you can walk through the vault with me. I just have to show it to you on TV, right? Because that's the only way. We can't take the cameras back to the vault. So here's where we just show you what we've got, and that's how we do it. And again, if there's anything we can go find for you from the vaults, that's what we're asking you to do via a phone call. Look at this earring, 112-7429. Everything must go. So take a look at this. It is a stunning, stunning 7 carat 20 diamond earring with this beautiful nested pear-shaped design, all around brilliant diamonds. Pear-shaped design in the drop, big, big cluster style up top, omega backs, and they're actually some of the heftier omega backs, and this is going to be one big value. Of course, one of the bigger savings you have, yes. Thank you. Was that Darlena? The requests are on fire today. Thank you all. I'm so glad. We're going to have requesters getting their requests here. I love it. That's why you should do the same. Thank you so much. And only one left, by the way, on that bracelet in the yellow gold. Just one left. Darlena just took the penultimate, if you will. And so take advantage of that. And now one remaining on the yellow gold. But here is the gorgeous diamond earring, 1 3/4 in length, as I will show you now. And then, of course, it's got that great hinge style omega backing. There they are, 1 3/4. And I'll give you a look here at one on. They're really tricky to show up close, but I'm going to do so anyways because this is really all about bigger diamonds. Every stone in the entire earring is a much larger diamond, and that's, look at how they're set. So I'm going to zoom back a little bit, then I'm going to just try one on here for you, and we'll get them a home. And obviously there's a lot of gold, and I like that it's gold and not platinum because gold is just higher end, and it just is in today's era, and it's been that way for a while. Probably will continue to be that way. I just wanted to show them to you on though because they're so incredibly powerful, and they're not too heavy. I feel them. So it's not like they're light as a feather. There's an incredible gold weight. I wouldn't mind actually putting them on a scale, and if I had one out here, but we can always go back and put them on a scale if you want to, are curious what the gold weight is, because it is impressive. I try on a lot of earrings every day, and this is really a nice weighty style. I mean, it has to be. You're holding 360 in diamonds per earring, so it's got to be a lot of gold to support all the bigger stones, and you can see every single round brilliant here is really large. They're not small stones. This is not little lightweight accents. They're big, important styles all the way through. And they're just so easy. They're just so easy to put on and take off. Look at that. That's easy. Boom. Hinge, closed, done. Back to the wheel we'll go. I'll hold them up for you. We're going to do better than, no, not even going to be $19,999. Better value here. Take a look at that. That's how they look from the close-up there, just to really see each and every one. And obviously, that's the beauty of movement. Is great when it's on, not great when you're displaying it on a national TV show. But there it is. That's going to be your beautiful look there, and all those bigger diamonds. They're really all the same size, really throughout. So very impressive, and yet They're under $10,000. They're only $99.99 to get that pair. That's our biggest savings so far today outside of the Paraíba, which was our museum piece. That was going to be, you got another $1,500 to save on the Paraíba. We're saving you $1,000 extra here. They'll be $89.99. And so there they are. The beautiful drop earrings was $720 and a lot of gorgeous gold there. So we've got a last call in this hour. 90 seconds left to go in hour number one. Don't forget there's a demantoid and a chameleon, and then lots and lots of museum masterpieces today. It doesn't mean that everything's going to be pricey. Wait till you see our top of the hour that's coming up next. And remember, museum masterpieces are here throughout the show today, not just at one point in time. Now let me show you. Here's what I'll do on the Mandarin Garnet Asher. We have some of you asking about this one. What was that gorgeous orange stone that was just flashed? Here it is, 1125093. This is one of the very best. I'm talking about all time. I have had, no kidding, no exaggeration, thousands of Mandarin garnets. Thousands of them. And there's one thing, as rare as they are, and we'll love them no matter what, but there's one thing that tends to be the real tried and true common thread between the stones, and that is that they will have some natural inclusions. And this one does not. Not that you can see visually, even with the magnification of our cameras, which is giving you a really close-up look. A carat 39 in the Asher, 55 points in the diamonds, and a stunning look in yellow gold. It's going to stay in the yellow gold, and we got a markdown on the $49.99. This is not a small stone. It's, again, all relative. 139 is a very big size when we're talking about the bright neons of Mandarin Garnet. We've had a ton of items here today. Give us a call if you have questions about any of them. The paw necklace has been extremely popular. The bracelet's continuing to be popular. Let us know what you're thinking about and what you'd love to own today before we go, because you do have 2 hours exactly left in 10% off. So that's why you want to take advantage of that and see your pieces on the air. Make sure you see what you love, get what you love, and let's get this one on the hand. And there's a teeny little smudge on it, so we're going to blow this out since the top of the hour has already arrived. Let me make quick work of this one. The $49.99 price tag goes away. It's diamonds from side to side. No question about it. These little pear-shaped cutouts are fabulous. The split shank is amazing. The brightness and the neon of the stone, everything. And we'll blow it out for only $1,888. That's going to be $16.99 for you at checkout instead. Look at what that does. Every step facet lights up a different color, and it's yellow. It's the yellow brilliance that just shines right on through. It just lights up. It's as it's plugged in with neon lights. It really is. Like that's a, you know, like you'd see signage outside of a big kind of, whether it's a big concert or some kind of big event, you'd see some kind of lit signage. That's what this looks like. And it's just, you're carrying this neon with you all the time. One of the most breathtaking, beautiful rare stones for you to own, and definitely feels like a great summertime color, I would say too, as we are tomorrow kicking off the unofficial beginning to summer. All right, so it also means we love our neons, and it means that we love something called yellow diamonds. And really yesterday we were featuring quite a few yellow diamond pieces, including and really mainly the heart-shaped cross pendant that I brought you for the first time ever. And it was the first time in many years we brought you something in a new design in a cross. But today, wanted to kind of carry that theme of the weekend through with this amazing yellow diamond material only we can do. So I want to welcome everybody to the show. We've got a big top of the hour for you coming up. A reminder that we only have 2 hours left to go in this sale event. And I'm Lauren Blair, and this is TVON. And we got 2 hours left and saving you 10% on everything. So I think that's pretty cool. And there's a lot of money to be saved here because we've got museum masterpieces here throughout the show. This is the time of day when we usually do show the museum masterpiece. I already had one today. It was the 32 karat Paraíba. We're going to have 3 others throughout the show. So actually today we're giving you a little extra bonus of museum masterpieces, if you will, and showing them throughout the show. We still have a trapeche bracelet, a fabulous conch pearl that's the 4 carat that I flashed, and we have the rhodochrosite. A very large rhodochrosite. So that's coming up as well. But right now, it's all about the yellow diamond. So we're going to do a little choice of, okay? I'm going to show you 2 pieces at once. Hope it's not too confusing. We have 2 necklaces. One is with an oval yellow diamond. The other is with a heart-shaped yellow diamond. These are the traditional ways to do a yellow diamond in a necklace. It's that station style, that classic that we're loving. It's going to be a fabulous amount of gold because it is an entire necklace, not a pendant. So you don't need to worry about where am I going to get a chain, how much am I going to spend on a chain. You get one fabulous, all connected, great gift idea piece. It's either a 60 point on the oval, or you're actually getting a 50 point heart shape, which is similar to what we had yesterday, of course, in the new cross. Well, we're going to give you a choice of. It's an incredible value, and this is also last call, because when they're sold out, this is a little more limited than what we had yesterday in our debut cross. So I know they're going to go very, very fast. So I want to make sure you're aware of that so you don't hesitate getting on the phone lines, because they will be gone in a hurry. But an oval or a heart, great for gifting, great for layering, doesn't need to be the only necklace you put on. Wait till you see what we're going to do here. Take a look at the wheel. We're going to give you an option. First in the heart shape, this is the 50 pointer. And note that each one is going to have those side diamonds as well. So here's option number 1, the heart shape. Right behind that, I'm going to give you an oval option as well. Now the heart shape is going to be 112, 73, 75. And the oval, which is the same design, going to be the same bezel set center. Look at that. And the same yellow diamonds. And then we've got the oval choice, which you see is a little bit more saturated. And you can see, okay, it was a great plan until I realized, well, they're not going to sit perfectly at the same angle. But there you can see your choice of. So here's what we're going to do. And I'm going to show them all the different ways. You're going to see them on the neckline, see them from a distance. But those are your choices. The necklace styling is identical, okay? So one bezel set stone in the middle, meant to stay right there centered up, and then the side stones as well. It's a really good deal. And we've got, again, choice of, same price. So even if you want to go with a larger stone, that's a 60 pointer on the oval, that would be 9725. So the oval and, of course, the heart shape. The oval does look bigger, and this is an example of what I'm trying to teach everybody about all the time, is that oval cuts do look bigger. You could have a 60 point heart shape and it's still not going to look the same. There's more of that dimension, more surface area to your oval shaped stones than other typical cuts. So you've got a very special look about this, and you can see right there, that's only 10 points bigger. I think everybody's looking at it going, yeah, the oval looks bigger. But does it look 10 points bigger, or does it look maybe a half carat bigger? And that's the beauty of ovals. And it's important when it's a diamond, because typically what? Diamonds are expensive as you get bigger sizes. They change completely in their price tag when you get a bigger size, completely. It doesn't matter if it's 1 point, 2 point, 10 points, 50 points, they change in a very big way when you've got a different type of carat weight. So you pay for every point. So it's a big deal if you can get a 60 pointer that looks more like a 1.5 carat. That's a wonderful thing. And either way, it's your choice up. I know these have been on before. I know this is not new. I understand all that. But it's one of those where you got to act quickly, because it's our last few. And yesterday, I can speak for the fact that we had a lot of great pendants go out the door, just a really beautiful new design. But of course, that was new and exciting, and we made everything we could, and it was very exciting to have them. But of course, well, now we're more limited with what we have here, because this is the last hurrah. They're made up and ready to go once again. They're all as is, two-tone gold. So it's always going to be the bezel sets are going to be in the yellow gold for you, and then your white gold's going to be the chain. So you're always going to have that dynamic two-tone, which is really good because it goes with absolutely everything that you ever wear and that you ever have. Sterling silver even. I know we don't sell it, but certainly you know we all have some. If it's sterling, if it's platinum, if it's white gold, if it's yellow gold, this works. So you've always got a great, versatile piece. Wear this every day is essentially the idea. And it's not going to be, well, it's not a lot of things. It's not $4,999 at all. Going significantly less. And again, your choice of, and what we're going to do is show you first the oval. Let me go ahead and get the oval for you to see what that's all about. The oval's amazing, and yet that's where I think a lot of people are going to go here with the oval. And yes, it's the heart shape's a little more unique and a little rare to find, but this is that bigger size, bigger look, bigger wow factor, a couple of diamonds side by side there as well. Here's your adjustability. Each one's going to have a lobster claw closure. So the higher end of your closures, the adjustability as well. 16 inches hits right about here. And then I'll show you on just to see what that oval looks like from a distance. And also you can see there, no interference with earrings. I think that simple classic necklaces like this, I always think the rule of thumb is big earring, maybe no necklace or small necklace, and then opposite. If you have a big old necklace on, one of those big statement styles, you probably want to go a little more minimal on the earring. I'm not saying no jewelry, just a little more minimal. So this is one where I love a big earring, but I got to tell you, this is where the necklace still works. So I think this is the one you're putting on and leaving on. And that's a 16 inch, 17, and 18. You've got all that versatility of where it's gonna sit. And because it's that bezel, it's always gonna stay centered, never gonna flinch, never gonna move, never gonna be doing this or that, or the clasp is moving forward. None of that happens. always leaving your stone right up front. And it's no longer even $4,000. This is a choice of. That's the oval. Let me swap them out here and show you what the heart shape is going to look like as well. Here's the oval, getting a little up close, up front love. And of course, you can see how bright the stone is. The bezel's amazing. Bezels are always going to make the stone look larger than it is. Here's what the heart shape looks like from a distance. Oh yeah, that's a pretty little sweet sentiment built in there. Maybe a great gift idea for somebody you care about. The heart shape, 16, 17, and 18. All that adjustability. And it's super, super pretty when you see the chain there, that diamond cutting to the chain. Your choice of which one would you like, or would you like to get one of each, because it is 10% off per item you shop for. So might not be a bad time to say, let me do some gift shopping. Let me get some pieces to set aside for even maybe the holidays. Maybe I want to be done in June and just get ready to go and just be done with whatever the occasion is, whatever the milestone, whatever you're celebrating, have the jewelry to go with it. Let's make them better than $49.99. Welcome to our last day of a Memorial Day weekend sale event. 10% off goes away in less than 2 hours. You got a couple hours to shop. You got big values happening. We're going either way you want. Unbelievable value, very limited stay as is. Once again, take as many as you want until they sell out. But this is going to be $999 for either one of those necklaces. It's the lowest price ever. And they're $899. They've been so much more money and very popular at that. Again, but this Memorial Day weekend is all about giving you an extra savings. And yes, there's $100 of extra savings off of every one of them you might shop on. So I hope you will take advantage of that while they're here and just choose the oval or the heart or both. One of each is totally possible. That's not a bad idea. And Gregory, we have your request coming up next, and it's a beauty too. It's a really, really, really rare stone. So we'll see that coming up for you. And that'll be an amazing collectible. Feels like a museum masterpiece coming out by request is what it feels like. So $999 was $5,000. We're going to $899 at checkout. We'll give them 60 seconds. And those are some of our favorites any day of the week. I mean, we're talking about an icon here. That's a station style piece. It's a really important look, isn't it? And 50 seconds remaining. Okay, Gregory, we've got your Savorite coming up. And let me know if you have any requests today. We might do a little hour-long auction event. We might also have the cross earrings. The yellow diamond cross earrings are here with those really big diamonds. We'll see those coming up in a little bit. And a tanzanite and paraiba and gorgeous diaspora as well. So lots and lots to get to. And you choose your favorite yellow diamond. Do you want the oval? They're both brilliant cuts, by the way. So as unusual as the heart shape is, the oval also really big. You see how big that extra 10 points gives you a lot bigger look in the oval. And let's get to our Savorite, a collectible Savorite, and a rare over 2 carat moment. The Savorites rarely do that. So we're going to bring those out. And of course, any requests are welcome. That's how the Savorite came to be. And we still have paraiba in the show, emerald cut tanzanite in the show. Beautiful, beautiful yellow diamond Asher cut if you want to go big in the rings, and the cross earrings that are so many ways to wear them. So we'll see that also coming up. All right, here comes our Savorite. So rare to find a Savorite in any stone that's going to be this kind of color. This particular stone is over 2 carats in the size. Look at that, 206. Welcome into Sunday, everybody. I hope you're having a great holiday weekend. Hope you get some extra time off tomorrow. That's what we're all hoping for. And here we are with that beautiful Savorite. 206 is the size here. It's 1115740. It goes way back. Once again, we're talking about oldie but goodie here, and a really, really high-end stone. That's 206. Let me make sure you see it up to camera. Eye level here, because that's really important. 206 is the size, 118 is the diamond weight, side to side, yellow gold, and that is a request. We'll try to bring this one down. This one's not exactly an inexpensive piece. Like I said, this is a little bit of a museum masterpiece request is what this is. And it's all about the 2 carat. These are really, really rare garnets, chromium rich, of course, and Savorite is one of the rarest of the entire garnet family. We will see its counterpart, the demontoid, is also here today. We've got a demontoid that's rare. It's a 2 carat. We've got the Savorite now, which is a couple things going on that makes this more rare than most Savorites I bring. And number one is the 2 carat size. 206, going up and over that 2 carat mark, but also the emerald cut. And to see that, you know how if it's an emerald cut, it's got to be clean. So that really is where this one is particularly important, is that it's that clarity we love of the emerald cut that you don't usually see. It's the clarity. So that's important. You've got the clarity of the stone, which is a little more challenging with the Savorite garnet, but also the diamonds going side to side. We'll show that to you here. And it's going to be under, well, we can make it under $10,000. Look at that. So it just got brighter the further away we go. A huge testament to that clarity as we talk about, and gorgeous cutting. You can see right there. And that's what I mean by diamond side to side. So that huge platform. And I know we just had a lot of you tuning in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Glad you're with us. We have backed up lines. So, you know, again, just takes a minute, especially on a busy holiday weekend. I get it. I do every single, you know, the holiday weekends, I do them all. So I understand it's a busy time when we're all on the go and we're getting a lot of things going, maybe prepping for that big barbecue tomorrow, or maybe it's later today, who knows. But we know it's a busy, busy time. It's a busy weekend. And so we want to help you whenever you're ready, but we only have an hour and 45 minutes to save you 10%. So here's what I'll do. Under $5,000, not $49.99. Let's keep it going. And let's go $4,799. The reason for that is because when you consider where this is going, $4,799, 10% off, that means $43.19. Whole different price tag, almost $500 of extra savings. So it comes down to $4,319 at checkout. Big, big value there. And our yellow diamond necklaces are still really popular. We are going to be moving pretty quickly. We have been in the first hour, that's for sure. We went really, really fast through a lot of different items in our first hour. We're going to be doing that the whole entire day. This one is sold. Congratulations and thank you. We also have another museum piece coming up. So we'll do the conch pearl, but I want to show you that emerald. Here's the heart-shaped emerald, and so rare. Yes? Trillion tanzanite from yesterday. Sure, let me go get it. Absolutely. And then, thank you. Was that Gregory, I imagine? Thank you so much, Greg. All right, let me go get the trillion from yesterday. I have a trillion tanzanite with the yellow diamonds. A couple of people online, I guess, talking about it. Let me see here. Oh, got it. So let's hold off on that heart shape just because if you're on the go, as I know everybody is this weekend. Here we go with the trillion cut from yesterday. Yes, and I'm happy to recap anything from yesterday if it's still here. And this is one only, stays in two-tone gold the way it is. And look at that. How dynamic is this trillion? 1129659. It was part of a trio where all three were the same incredible discounted price. And it was the museum reserves that had never, ever come down to this price per carat before. So couldn't be more excited to bring it on back. 916, but you're getting that extra upgrade with the 39 points in the yellow diamonds. That means 20 and 20 thereabouts, 27 points in the white diamonds. And this is for one caller. And apparently there's more than one person talking about it. So that already is going to be really, really just a reminder, please dial in early and be ready to go because you probably saw it yesterday, which is why you're asking for it. And so you know the price tag's incredible. And we're blowing it out. And this is still that lowest per carat price you could ever imagine seeing. We're going to do, we brought them all down below $5,000 when they started at over 15. So a huge savings already of over 10 grand. And this is one way to wear it. Here's the other. If you like that tanzanite trillion pointing away from the hand, that's what it looks like that way. I think it really changes the look because the diamonds are not exactly at the midway point. They're a little more towards that tip of the stone. So I think it really does change the way it looks. And think about how basic it would be if it was just the halo. Adding those two big pear shapes are really impressive. It's only $46.99. But the really cool thing is it's really only $42.29. There's $470 coming off, so it's $4,229, which means that when you think about where that ends up on a per carat level, the per carat basis is what's so incredible here because on a 9 carat 16, that one's going to be $460 a carat. And what a value when you've got the yellow diamonds there as well, the beautiful halo, the really, I mean, is there any more traditional way to set it? The 3 prongs there at the points, the beautiful brilliance. That's not a replica or something kind of like what you're going to get at home. That's the exact ring. So for all that neon and for all that brilliant, the red flashes, that's the one you want to have. And of course, there's a lot of great savings, but $470 is significant. Puts you in a whole different budget rate, essentially. I mean, that's $4,229 for a 9 carat 16 One of the fancier, one of the rare, one of the more specialty cuts that there is right there. All right, let's move on back to the heart-shaped, because I know the heart-shaped emerald, there's got to be some attention. Gearing up for that one. That heart-shaped, it's just rare to find a heart-shaped emerald. Think about it. There's a lot of emeralds and they get an emerald cutting. And then every now and then you might see an oval. Those are pretty much where the emerald cuts lie. On rare occasions, we might see a tiny stone in a round, but it's really about the ovals and the emerald cuts. So what a wonderful, enjoying moment here to see a heart shape and a true heart shape. Not a trillion, not a pear-shaped wannabe. It's a true, defined, exact heart shape. And it's so bright and glowing. And it's our big, well, when I say big, this is big for an emerald, but they always look bigger than they weigh. So your visual is totally different than what the screen is going to say. It's 1130553. It's our heart-shaped emerald. Call me on the trillion. Obviously, we got to move quickly through everything today because it's our last couple of hours of the sale event. So really important to just dial in as soon as you can, get what you can. That's really what's so important here because we're running out of time quickly. Here's our 40 points and 82 points. You got all bigger diamonds around, including down the sides. They graduate ever so slightly. And then you're going to see this is a platinum setting. One only stays in platinum. Newly reduced price. Used to be, and this isn't bad at all, used to be $39.99. But for the heart shape, not bad. Taking it significantly less than that. It's not even half of that price at $1,999. When it's in platinum, we'll size it for you. Don't forget how important it is with these one-of-a-kinds to be first. You've got a money-back guarantee. Sometimes with a 10% off sale, that wouldn't be the case. This one you do. So it's no hesitation time. Take a look at it on the hand. That's where it's hanging out. And look how pretty that is. The glow is incredible. Incredible. That's under a lower light. I mean, you see the shadows, right? Let me even create another one for you. Look at that. Still glowing, still bright as can be. And it's not even $19.99. First caller, how about $18.88? That takes it down to $16.99 at checkout. We've got a museum masterpiece soon to come and anything else you'd like to see. But it really is a time to make those requests known to us so we can help you out with whatever it may be you want to see from the show. We brought out some older items earlier by request. We've still got our 32-carat Paraíba that's under $15,000. Ferrari earrings. I had a whole slew of $9.99 items and under in the beginning of the show. They're here. So a lot of options. Plus we have the Alexandrite and the Mandarin Garnet, all this price as well. So let me just recap this $18.88 price that really is $16.99 has been a good one today. And look at the options you have. Alexandrite, emerald, or Mandarin. There are, if you were talking about the top 10 of rare stones, they're all going to be up there. So this whole wheel right now, they've been presented already on the air. There's the emerald. Here's the Alexandrite. The entire wheel is down to $16.99 at checkout. Any one of them you want, or you take all three and say, I just got three of the most highly collectible stones out there. From a color-changing chrysoberyl to an incredible rarity of Muso-Columbian rare heart-shaped cut emerald to the Asher-cut Mandarin. Oh my goodness. Any one of them, $16.99. So I'll give those a final 30 seconds. I just want to make sure there's a lot of late arrivals on any given holiday weekend, so making sure you are well updated on what's been here and what kind of values we have throughout the day. But $16.99, actually what you pay. So a very, very different way to shop here when you're talking about the incredible values we have. That's just amazing, isn't it? So take what you can while they're here, $16.99, then we'll move on. Got a lot more to do. Yellow diamond, there's a rare Asher cut. I did flash it earlier. So we will see a very, very special yellow diamond, all beautiful natural color. What else do I have? Cross earrings. The yellow diamond cross earrings, perfection. So many ways to wear them. We have a really fabulous tanzanite emerald cut. There were a lot of you that said the 10 carat just might be a tad too big. So I have this 6 carat coming up today. New 607, the chameleon diamond, the museum masterpieces, all of it. Gotta go. Everything we show, gotta go. So here's our last chance on the $16.99 assortment. And then we do have, okay, the very largest of the conch pearls. It's a museum masterpiece. I told you we have 4 of them today. We've shown you one. We will give this one a look here because this is the largest of the conch pearls that we have ever had. It's the 4 carat 05 with the very large triple halo, and it's 1118705. Take a look at this. And for those of you that know the rarity of this stone, Conch pearls are one of the rarest stones in the world. They are also an organic stone, so very, very different from, and they're not a typical pearl. It's a little different, but still inside of a mollusk. This mollusk is the queen conch sea snail shell that rarely produces a pearl inside. It's based off the nacre of inside that shell, which you know is the one you hold up to your ear and hear the ocean. It's a very large, large shell, but that does not mean it produces large conch pearls. They're usually minimal in size, 10 points, 20 points. That's why this one is our museum masterpiece. Really, museum masterpiece is not just about a high-end item or a good item. It's about something that literally is not available in retail establishments. It is about something that literally could be on display at a museum, in an exhibit, and that's where folks would look at it. Not for sale, but actually for, I don't have a note about a size 7 only on this one, but I know it's said that in the past, so I'm not, we'll clarify. But I think size 7 hopefully is gonna work for some finger on the hand for hopefully most of you. It is our 4-carat 05, by far the largest I've had in this queen conch shell. Pearl. This is what it derives when, again, when we're really, really lucky, we get a stone out of these incredible mollusks that are quite large, and yet you're getting a beautiful platinum mounting. There's a carat 10 in diamonds, and really the color is what we want here. There's a lot of the conch pearls that will be very light, almost white. They can be almost an ivory color. This one's really that saturated, rich pink we love, and you're seeing it here. It's almost not a red pink, but close. It's a real true, beautiful, vibrant pink. And yet opaque, yes, and it is not something that we call cabochon, because even though it looks like a cabochon, this is how the stone is naturally derived. So it's an oval, not really a cabochon, and I'll show you here. So here's what we have for you. It's this beautiful setting. We've got our museum masterpiece must go. That's the other thing. The price tag is going to be the must go part of it. Otherwise, it can go to Las Vegas to the JCK show, be on display there, and sell for about 7 times the price to the wholesalers of the world, so they can turn around and resell it for more somewhere else. We're just saying you are who we make jewelry for. We just know this is a little bit outside the ordinary, something we don't even show all that often because of the fact it's so high-end and so unique, and not everybody's looking for a 4-carat 05, but if you are, here it is. And it used to be $58,999. Here's what it looks like on the hand, by the way, because the size is important. And boy, does that feel good. It's got a lot of platinum too. This is quite a hefty mounting that you're getting. It's not even close to $58,000. We have one. Again, if it helps to split the payment and put half on one card and half on another, go ahead, no problem. But let's just get this one home at the best value it has ever been by far, and it's not even $10,000. What have we just done on a 405? We've just given you the ultimate conch pearl pricing, even if it were loose. But it's not $9,000. And it's not $89.99, and it's not even, and this one's just downright affordable. It's actually my most affordable museum masterpiece must go I've had yet, and that I will have, because they never come down this low. It's just a major accomplishment to put a price tag on a museum piece, and this is literally the museum level we've been waiting on, and yet it's not even $7,999. You know this one's gonna go. There's just no question. No question. There's too many collectors, too few conch pearls. And I'm talking overall. Most of them are well under a carat. This one being over 4, and yet it is under $79.99. And keep in mind where this is going when you've got that extra discount on a museum masterpiece. That's why these last couple days have been so much fun, because not only the museum masterpiece must go priced, but they're also 10% off. And that goes away in an hour and 30 minutes. Let's make it $7,777. There's a really good reason why that number, because then it's under 7 at your checkout price. So $69.99 sounds much better, doesn't it? For a 110 diamond weight, but really it's all about that 4-carater. That 4-carat is everything. So one only there. Let me know who's got it, and then we're going to move right along. How about that Alexandrite emerald or mandarin combo? That big trio for $18.88. Let me know on those. Here we go. Everything's going to be selling before the show is over. We have 90 minutes left to go. That's it, and we don't see you then until Wednesday. So yes, our whole Memorial Day, a little different this year, because we're not here on Mondays. So again, we're celebrating today with the last call on the 10% off. So that's really your chance to pick up what you're looking for. Also, we had a bunch of under $1,000 items earlier. If you need to see those again, let me know. Have a great big tourmaline. It's a tourmaline that's also a teal color. We'll see that on the way. Some big discounts coming your way on golden zoisites. That's another thing. The last one I showed you was our museum masterpiece. I've got 4 others that are affordable. All the rarest of the Tanzanian mine at the Marilani Hills that produce zoisites that are usually what we know of as tanzanite. I've got the rare forms where there are literally natural zoisites in all different colors. And we can bring those out to play shortly. It's like a whole wheel of museum pieces. And if you would like, this chameleon diamond, also under $10,000. It's a 104 chameleon diamond with a GIA cert. It's also under 10 grand. So if you want to see more on that one, let me know. All right, keep going. We can go. Let's move on. We also have our Russian Amantwe. That's our 2 carat. And for those of you who were saying, yeah, I saw the 9 and the 10 carat tanzanites, we are at the bottom of the hour. So that's halfway through the show. So I'm waiting no longer to bring out something that I just got to get these phones to ring somehow, some way. And I think that we all understand the value of tanzanite here more than anywhere else. I'm just trying to give it a good little scrub here, just because it had a little something on the surface there, and I need it to be ready. There we go. This is our 620, or 607 actually, and it's our beautiful 113-1221 item number. That is a little more than meets the eye when you see the way this is going to flash back those step facets. Look at that. This is triple split shank, classic halo, white, yellow, or rose gold. Your choice entirely. Now, it looks a lot like the 10 carat we saw yesterday, but just a bit smaller, 6 carats 07 actually, and then 48 points is the diamond weight. And we're getting the last call. It's a countdown on last call on Blue Wing Block D Museum Reserves. So we're here to have a ball and have a blast with our best of the best as it's bye-bye. Getting close to farewell on Blue Wing Block D, especially the Museum Reserve. So here's our 607. Let's take a look at it on the hand, because watch what this does from a distance. Looks even better in lower light. That's where it is now. Even better, more powerful, bright, vibrant neons, red flashes like crazy. And look what it does. This will not be $21,000 any longer. Come on in and welcome to our last little bit. We've crossed over that halfway point of the show, ready to give away some tanzanite. It's my only one of the day, besides obviously the recap we had earlier by request, but this is all I've got in tanzanite today. And we're coming up on, or I'll say we're really coming off of a deal yesterday that I mentioned that was pretty colossal as far as a per carat price and great big stones, all of that we love. Here's what we can do to make this a little bit easier for you. Obviously, the emerald cut is a superstar. It is a rarity. It's a premium. There's always a premium level price tag on an emerald cut because, well, being so rare, being more of a challenge as far as the saturation level to be maintained in an emerald cut, it has to be about 60% more saturation to still show what we're used to seeing here in saturation and red flashes and neons in an emerald cut. Because with the pleochroism and the trichroism of tanzanite, it's very easy for the midpoint to look really light in comparison with the outside of the stone. Notice that this one is consistently the same color all the way through. So it had to start as such a better variety, such a stronger color, if you will, and to maintain that kind of saturation level throughout. And that's what you get here, consistency of that saturation. It is $21,000 ordinarily. Let's skip that. I'm going to put it on the auction block. Not even supposed to do auctions during a sale event. Why would we? It's all markdowns. It's all 10% off. But let's try something, because I think at $44.99, the problem presents that I still have my trillion that I just showed you. My trillion was $46.99. It's still hanging out here with the big yellow diamonds. So I don't know if $44.99 as a price tag is going to work. So what we're going to do is take it even lower via the auction. It's my way to get around what is a wonderful price tag to begin with, get around it here, still give you 10% off. Don't worry about that. Still giving you 10% off. It's got great basket work to it. Look inside. You can see through the cutouts. Get the saturation even through the side profile of the ring and the inside of the ring. And the beauty just never stops. And we're not even doing $4,000 to open. Let's go, $3,500 to get it started and a $10 teeny increment and 10% off as well. So now we're talking, and you're getting all the look, all the saturation, all the beauty that we saw. And I love that. It's like depth of color. Feels like you're traveling through another alternate galaxy, doesn't it? Like going at an incredible rate of speed and just traveling through this amazing, where it's just like lights and lasers and beauty and beautiful neons all the way through. $3,500 to get this one going. And what a piece, considering, yeah, there'd be $350 off. That's $3,150. Or maybe we need to change it up. Goodness knows we're going to try. The only issue is, I know we are coming off a big value yesterday. And by the way, those pieces are still here. So maybe it just means that we need to do something a little more dramatic here on the 6 carat and give everybody a chance to own what they love, to get something very special, to get a huge discount, and go even lower than $3,500 to get it started when there is still the 10% off, which is a significant extra savings. This is up to you. Obviously, we need you on the phone lines to get you all involved here, need you to participate. Otherwise, how can we get it out the door without your phone call? That's the way it goes. We're going to take it lower than even $3,500. So a big value is coming your way. It's not going to be 35 or 34 or 33 or 32. And that's a 607. So it's a really good size that you have there. But with all that said, going even less than $3,200 or $31, let's take it significantly lower and make it $3,000 to start. I don't know about you, maybe it's just because I'm up here talking about the discounts, but that's $27. $300 off, $2,700. So the $3,000 bid has nothing to do with what you'd actually have to pay. So that we love, do we not? And I think that's pretty cool. And now we're looking for $3,000 with 60 seconds to get it going. Jason, what were you shopping? Really? I like the sound of that. New register, Lindsay in Texas. Welcome to the show.
They got a carat 5 white diamond ring.
Really? Was that from today? Okay, gotcha. All right. Thank you. Well, Lindsay in Texas, welcome. Welcome to our show. Glad you found something in diamonds. Diamonds are always a great way to start because there's nothing we do quite like diamonds. Diamonds are really where it all begins. And they're the foundation of everything we do. And then we add the exotic stones to it as well. No open on the Tanzanite. Well, by the way, if you were to consider, just to throw out the math there, $2,700, because again, where do I get that number? $300 off, 10%, $300, $2,700. That's going to be about $440 a carat. I don't know about you, but I don't see anybody else doing $440 a carat on Tanzanite. And when I see higher prices like $600, $800, and $3,800, the diamonds are very minimal. They're very minimal, and this is not. So there is that option. Now, look at this museum masterpiece. I had a bangle yesterday. Today, I have a tennis bracelet, so to speak, of trapeche emeralds. Have you ever seen anything like this? Stations of trapeche emeralds all the way on through. That's pretty cool. So we had one featured in a bangle yesterday, late in the show. I have 5 incredible trapeches in this bracelet. That's also a museum masterpiece, and it's item number 1125392. So just want to remind you that there's a little bit of extra here in our trapeches. 5 freeform stones, each one done with yellow diamonds around it, white diamonds rather, yellow gold. And that's going to be, although let's look at it up close because I only see a mention of, wait a minute. There's only white diamonds mentioned. And there's clearly yellow diamonds around every single trapeche. Okay, well, either you're getting extra diamonds or it's all 140 and they didn't even count the yellows. It's fine. We have 815 of trapeches and a carat 40. This piece I don't think has ever been on the air before anyway, so you know what? Doesn't matter. It's why we're probably discovering this for the first time, that a carat 40 in white diamonds is what's listed. All the yellow diamonds, free. Each link is done in white gold. Each trapeche halo is done in yellow gold with the yellow diamonds that correspond, and it's under 3,000 for the Trapiche bracelet. Yes. You do? All right, we can revisit it. We'll revisit the emerald cut tanzanite, but this is first to go because I'll tell you what, it's not even 99 or 89. We're gonna go $7,999 on the Trapiche bracelet. When it's all that 14 karat gold, I'm gonna get you the length as we look back at the tanzanite because we do have an open on the tanzanite. This has been happening a little bit. And by the way, insert closure, 2 figure-8 safeties on that Trapiche bracelet, and it is also a 7¼ inch. Gonna make sure that's exact. 7 1/8 rather. 7 1/8 inch exactly on the bracelet. All right, we've got the open here on our tanzanite. So that means 113-1221 is a little revisit to our auction, which has $3,000 now to start. So this is fantastic, and it's going to be at $3,000, which is really $2,700. Oh, really? Oh, is that what's happening? Oh, Suzette, I had no idea. I did not know that. I did not realize that was the ring. Okay. Was that, Jason, the carat 50 diamond ring that you got? That one? Oh, okay. Didn't remember exactly what ring. But that's wonderful. Oh, that's exciting. Oh, that's fabulous. Well, welcome. Love when we've got family members of shoppers that are new. That's great too. Mothers and daughters who shop together. If you're anything like my mom and I, Suzette, you guys buy the same things probably, unbeknownst to each other. My mom and I have done that where we've literally been shopping separately and bought the same exact thing. And it's happened way more than once. So we went, okay, well, we like what we like. So apparently shopping and good taste in jewelry is also hereditary. That I've learned. So again, wonderful. I did not know the relation there. So Suzette, hello to you. Lindsay, hello to you. And what was the occasion, I wonder? We have some gift shopping going on. That's fabulous too. But anyway, we're at $3,000, so we're gonna give it a 2-minute clock and wrap this up. If anybody else does wanna come on in and jump in and shop this great sale price, I mean, there's no other way to say it. It's definitely a Memorial Day sale here going on. That's a low starting price on any tanzanite that's over 6 carats. And now coming backwards by $300 at least, there could potentially be more savings depending on what your bid is. So we'll give it 2 minutes, then we'll see it out the door. That'll be gone. It'll be our last call, and we'll find out who has got our open there on the tansy. Because that one is, well, look at the reds already. It's not even really facing exactly up to the camera lens, but it's got a lot of beautiful red already. So that's a really special piece there. And so congratulations. And this is really, really fabulous. Look at the reds. All the way out to the very, very, very edges of the stone. You're seeing reds all the way through. That's amazing, isn't it? Who has got our open over there with 90 seconds left? Because lately there have been a lot of one and done auctions, which means, hey, good time to be shopping. Very little competition. Probably has something to do with the fact it's a holiday weekend. Yes. Gary or Mary? Gary. Hi, Gary. All right, Gary's got our open at 3. Love the way this is sounding here. We got a really, really good value going out here. We're going to find out if anybody else wants to challenge Gary's bid here. We're only looking for a $10 increment. You still go backwards 10%. So lots of extra savings there. And don't forget, we've shown you 3 museum masterpieces already. We're only an hour and 40, and we've shown you 3 already in the show. It was the conch pearl, the 4 karat 05 conch pearl. It was the Trapiche bracelet you just saw, and it was earlier the 32 karat Paraíba pendant. Still have the trillion from yesterday in the tanzanite, by the way. Our $9.99 necklaces also still hanging out. And yes, we're going to get to the really star of the show, which is the cross earrings that are brand new, coming up in 19 minutes. So we'll get to those as well, and there's just no good way to display them. So other than that, we're going to have the great value. We're going to have huge yellow diamonds, so many ways to wear them. And I know I get a lot of questions about cross earrings. So finally, they're here and in an upgraded level because you're getting yellow diamonds instead of white diamonds. So we'll see that on the way. But here we are at 3,000. Going once, twice, 15 seconds to make it official, but looking good. It's looking really good. And then how about those zoocytes? We've got all kinds of zoocytes that are a little bit more rare than even blue wing. The only way to get rarer than blue wing is to have natural unheated stones. So I've got 4 of them that are all going to be different colors. One's pink, one's blue-green, one's a little more yellowy green, and another's a minty green. So if you are interested in zoocytes that are natural, let me know, meaning not heated at all, and we can show you those. But that one is sold. Congratulations. Okay, and then reminder, there is that chameleon diamond. And let me just show you what's under $8,000 today. Because I already said this would be under 10, but I'm seeing a theme develop. I've got 4 museum pieces on a wheel here. I'm going to show you the best of what we have here. A couple of which you've seen before, some of which you've seen today. There's a Russian demantoid at 2 carats, a fabulous conch pearl at 4. This is a chameleon diamond that changes color and is GIA certified, and it's over 1 carat. There's our Russian demantoid, and then there's one more that I want to show you. Or should we just leave it at that? That's a lot to look at. It's a lot. I get it. There's a chameleon diamond that's a 1 carat 04 round with a carat 24 in diamonds. There's the conch pearl, which we discussed earlier, 4 carats 05. Then you have the amazing Russian demantoid that's over there in the bridge. Everything up here on this wheel, which is pretty outstanding, pretty rare, unusual to say the least. Everything that's up here on this wheel is under $8,000. They are either $79.99 or $77.77. We know the pearl, the conch pearl on the right, is $77.77. If you would prefer the chameleon diamond or the Russian demantoid, these are blowouts for today and today only. Obviously meant to get home, that's what they're doing. These are must-goes as well. They are all going to be under $8,000. This one's $79.99 for a 1 carat chameleon diamond, fully GIA certed, and then you've got this 1 carat 97 Russian demantoid with a huge bridge mounting, and that is also going to be $79.99. But there's one thing to remember here. They're also 10% off. So really, $77.77 right here comes down to $69.99. And if you go with either of the $8,000 options, there's $800 extra off, so there's $71.99. So big, big values, big extra savings, and every one of them, because we have an hour and 15 minutes, all 3 of those will go. It's a higher end day. It's the day, if you're going to get something higher end, it's the day to do it when it's 10% off. But look how they've been reduced already, because we've had every one of these on the air in the past, and they've been well over 15 or 20 or 30,000, just depending on which piece it is. And that's your chameleon. Let me try it on. That one's verifying already. 14 karat gold. It stays in the yellow gold. That's a color changing diamond. It's a blue-green natural color now, and it changes to a golden orangey. I'm not going to say red. It's a golden yellow orange, really. It's a golden orange color. So that is, and then it reverts back. And it's based on temperature, not lighting environment. So that is a chameleon certified by GIA. All of our chameleons are, so you know exactly what it's all about. Look at the flash and fire on that round. The demantoid is a nearly 2 carat out of Russia. That stone, bridge mounting, 2-tone gold, 18 carat. That's beautiful. $79.99 for the Russian demantoid, 52 points in yellow diamonds, another 95 points in the white diamonds, and then the conch pearl is $77.77. Who would ever have dreamt that the conch pearl would actually be the most affordable of that trio? It is 4 carats 05 conch pearl platinum, 110 in diamonds, and that's $77.77. And then of course our bracelet, the Trapiche Emerald bracelet that is custom made. And by the way, look at the gold in the back. It's solid. It's solid all the way through. So you've got the solid gold bracelet, and that Trapiche bracelet is also under $8,000. It's $79.99 for the bracelet. That one's probably not going to sit up on its own, but it's something to remember and important. 5 individual Trapiches, all distinctive and different and free form, and every one of them linked by white gold and diamond pave. That is also $79.99. Who wants what? All 4 have got to go right here and now. We have the top of the hour coming up. Those yellow diamond cross earrings that are brand new are on the way, but for under $8,000, and you're getting either the Trapiche bracelet, the Russian demantoid, the conch pearl, or the chameleon diamond, which I'm going to show you the cert on that chameleon diamond. Let me know who wants what. They're all going to go. This is not normal pricing. And there's either, well, you're either saving $777.70 or $800, depending on which one you choose. They're calling this a fancy, by the way, this is the cert I got to show you. This is the cert on the chameleon. So let me show you the midpoint of the cert here. This is very, very important. Fancy gray, yellow, green. But look right down there where it says comments. The color changes temporarily when gently heated or left in darkness. Known as a chameleon. So it's not only a 104 round with an SI1, can't see an occlusion from looking at it. And look what that does. Natural, and that word fancy means so much on a GIA certified report. So that is important. Let's go back, because that's the centerpiece there on the wheel. That cert's coming with it for free. So an incredible style there. Okay. Oh, wonderful. Is that you, Francis? Thank you. I heard about, I think it was after the show that you ordered that pear-shaped tourmaline. I know. I was standing with our folks here in the back of the studio, and I heard you ordered it. Thank you so much, Francis. I appreciate it, and I hope you enjoy your new tourmaline. All right, let's move on. That's it on the museums. And then, well, we've got one more to show you, but it's a rotochrosite. But that's going to be, you know, different entirely. Different price point entirely. But all those for under $8,000. Let's give it 60 final seconds, Tony, if we may, because we've got about 10 minutes left to go in this hour. And then our last hour of our Memorial Day weekend sale is upon us, unfortunately. I just wish we could stay here all day and shop. But it does come to an end here in about 1 hour. And everything will go by the end of the show, so you might as well, if you don't want to miss out, nobody does, trust me, there's nothing more heartbreaking than missing out, especially when things are discounted the way they are. So you don't want to miss out on your deals. Please dial early. They don't get any cheaper as the show wears on. They're at their lowest price possible of all time. So take what you can. Questions? How we doing? Who wants what? Everything will go from this show. Carrie has a request. Hi, Carrie. Oh, it's a gorgeous one. Okay, you got it. So we have 2 tourmalines to show you, Carrie. It's going to be either I call this a diamond pink. Let's move on in 18 seconds. Carrie's got a couple requests, and the teal is coming up as well for you. Teal and diamond pink together, and both emerald cut. So very, very pretty tourmalines. And Frances just let us know she picked up a gorgeous tourmaline yesterday. Thank you again. And then here we go, $79.99. $79.99, 104. Chameleon diamond, color changing diamond, and it's the rounds are usually the small ones to have a round over a carat, and there's our conch pearl. So here we go, Carrie, starting with the diamond pink tourmaline. Gorgeous, just gorgeous. Look what emerald cuts do. I just love an emerald cut. I'm obsessed. Here's 1130753, Carrie. That's the diamond pink color in a tourmaline with tapered baguettes and round brilliance. That would be 1130753, and it's 18 karat gold. And then we have a teal tourmaline as well. So I'll start here. That's our 363, 18 karat gold. Love those 34 points of tapered baguettes. But also, you've got the halo. It's tapered on the sides. Then you got the straight up baguettes east to west on the north and south. Does that make sense? They're set east to west, but they're on the north and south. And you also have 15 points in the white diamond round brilliant. So that's a total of 49 points in diamonds, but it's all about the stone. That gorgeous diamond pink. Now, I also have for your consideration is this teal tourmaline, which is also very clean and emerald cut. That is a true teal. Most everybody else on the planet would call that indicolite. I will not. To me, it's got to be true, like solid blue. This is really, though, got the blues and the greens together, so it looks like a peacock feather to me. It's that real, almost iridescence of blues and greens together. It's item number 1130750. And you got great taste. They're both 18 karat gold. It's a karat 67 this time around. 23 points in tapered baguettes, 19 points in the round. So there's your 2, I think, of our rarest in the emerald cuts, and there they are together. So, and if there's any way, I mean, gosh, they look so pretty together. There's something about those colors that actually work together, like maybe not next to each other, but one on one hand, one on the other, if you are so inclined. But I'd say a choice of here is what we need. And you know, the pink tourmaline, I'll go under $3,000 and we'll make it $29.99. And then we'll go even less on the teal, yes. The conch pearl is, now Andy, are we not changing the conch pearl ring size? Because I've seen differing things on that. And I know Ping is here, who's the head jeweler, so she'll be able to let us know. But right now it's a size 7. I just don't know if it needs to stay in a size 7. I don't see any reason why that would change. I have no idea why we can't change that if we can't. But anyway, it's a 7 now. The conch pearl is a size 7. Let me just confirm and see if we can change that unless they need it. Unless they rather don't need it, we can always leave it and send it right out to you. But here is, oftentimes the size 7 is a size that a lot of ladies wear. But here are 2. And if you like the teal, we're going to do the teal for under $2,000. But instead of $19.99, I'll go to $18.88 on the teal. And we'll go that extra mile. So it'll end up being $26.99 for the larger and only $16.99 for the smaller. And 2 really, really rare varieties of tourmaline together there. So really unusual colors, diamond pink or teal, but both giving great clarity. And that's really what's remarkable and, of course, so specialty to see in the emerald cuts. And let me know which one you'd rather see on the hand. I'll go here first, actually. That is gorgeous. There's ever so slight, like as it moves, you'll see a little bit of blue and purple. A little bit of like a lavender color come through. It's like a periwinkle. And then that's of course our 363. It's really a diamond pink, but look at how that flashes. That'll be $26.99. If you like the teal emerald cut, boy, that really does have indicolite elements when you see it out of the light. But there it is. There's I'm still gonna call it a teal. There's a little bit of green there, but it's definitely a blue green. And look how gorgeous they are. So this one's $29.99. This one's $18.88, but you'll take 10% off either. Okay, we'll check on the, Jason, I don't know, do they need the size 7 in the conch pearl, or do you want us to check on the sizing? You're okay with the size 7? Okay, we're checking right now. How much higher, just so we know? Oh, a half? Okay. We might want to let Andy know. All right, here we go. That should not be a problem. I don't even see why that would ever be a problem. All right, so here we go. That is your choice of, and I know we're backed up because our operators have left us. I don't know where they went. Is there an evacuation order I'm not aware of? Everyone's gone, except Jason. Thanks for hanging in with me. Everyone else is gone, so they've stepped out. So there's just a little bit of backup. Andy, by the way, it was only a half size they need, by the way. Okay, we're okay on that, Jason. Okay, good news there. All right, so 2 tourmalines. And then on our way. Just waiting to see who wants the diamond pink, who wants the teal, or the chameleon, or the trapezius bracelet, or the Russian amantoid, because I think the conch pearl's gone. And you know that they're all going to go. This is only an hour and 6.5 minutes left, so we got 66.5 till the Memorial Day event is over. No show tomorrow means no Memorial Day at TVON. We'll all be, we're just going to be hoping for a nice, safe holiday. We're just really, again, we're not going to be able to shop till Wednesday. That's really crucial to remember. So here we are, last call for those 10% off deals. And those tourmalines, I mean, I know they're requested, but whoever's going to take them, there will be great homes for either one of them. No doubt about it. That is a killer deal there. And these are both 18 karat gold. $16.99 you end up paying for that teal. It's unheard of. Unheard of we can go through years and years of shows and not see a color like that in tourmaline. It's really, green's one thing, but not the teals like that. That's so rare. And to get that one for what'll be $16.99, look at that, twinkle, twinkle, just flash, flash, that's what it does. And then this gorgeous emerald cut diamond pink, but in a tourmaline. Look at how it got golden, it's got purples, it's got all these different colors that come through. So it's not just as simple as diamond pink. These emerald cuts really do specialty things and really flash light in very unique ways. All right, so that's it on the tourmalines. Got to move on. And the yellow diamond cross earrings. I just have no idea how I'm going to show these to you. Besides they're going to be a real challenge to show, but there are so many things you can do to wear this earring every day, a different way. Beautiful value coming up too. Obviously not going to be for every single person out there because, well, they are crosses, but that is a really, really gorgeous way to do a cross. And I actually think what I've been trying to experiment with is if you really could, I think you could probably do a little jewelry design of your own and probably make that a pendant as well. So are we good on the tourmalines? We're leaving them here. That's okay. We got some museum pieces. I know everyone waits till the end of the show to see everything and then decides. By then, sometimes it's a little too late. So we want to make sure you're getting them quickly, remembering that you have a money back guarantee. So you got weeks and weeks to consider your piece when it's at home on your hand. That's when you decide if it's for you or not. But look at that, gorgeous. I mean, the colorways there are impressive. Take them while you can. $26.99 for this one, $16.99 for the teal, 18 karat gold no matter what, and just really outstanding, outstanding values. Did you get the conch pearl, Jason? Congratulations. Who got that? Kim, thank you so much. I bet it was Kim C. I'm just guessing. No, not Kim C? Kim D? Wonderful. Okay, wonderful. Where's Kim D calling it from? Really? Oh, California. All right. Well, here we go. Moving on. Got a couple of minutes here in this hour. Reminder, that moonstone that we had earlier, $1,499 for the moonstone with a carat in diamonds. That's a deal for the mounting. And then we also have our yellow diamond here, zoisites. This, I haven't shown it to you yet. This tourmaline is also coming up in the show. There's Paraíba here. I know, it feels like every single piece I show you is a museum masterpiece, but not all museum masterpiece pricing. That could be $50,000. It's not. We're going to bring you a beautiful elongated oval Paraíba that is it's under 1 carat, doesn't look it. And that'll be coming up in the show as well. And guys, call in with all your favorite. Get those pieces before they're gone. Everything I've shown you today has been a one of a kind, except for what? The paw necklace. I don't think there's anything else that's been unlimited. Well, in the bracelet, which is now down to one only. So there's been very, very, very few pieces I have any quantity on. We're going to get into our yellow diamonds in 3 minutes. That's coming up in this last hour as well, so you won't have too long to wait. We even had the incredible diamond drop earrings earlier today. Lots of great pieces for $18.88, which were $16.99. We had our $9.99 yellow diamond necklaces as well. Mandarin garnet was here. Beautiful Paraíba. Speaking of Paraíba, if you can go a little more green blue, let's show you what we have here. 5895. Let me promise you this. This one's going to be more affordable than the other. And it's a Paraíba still, with the copper content, with more green leaning instead of blue. So it's more like 70-30, and it's got this really special 81 pointer, and that's 58 points in diamonds and a double halo, and we'll give this one away very quickly. And our big Memorial Day weekend sale, and here we are with the Paraíba double halo. Stunning. Yes, this is just a different proportion or ratio of colors than the last one. The last one was more 50-50. We'll get there. We'll show it to you. We'll present it. We'll give it away. This one's got to go first, though, before our last hour kicks off, because we have those incredible yellow diamond earrings coming your way. And before we do that, here we go. Not to be missed is the Paraíba you're looking at now, and what we're going to do is blow this thing out for less than $2,000. Who knew such a thing would even be possible or probable or plausible? We are so excited to have this for you, and all you need to do is just give us a call. It really is that easy. It really is that important to dial in early. That's how we do this. Make sure you're on the lines, ready to go, and let's just give it away. $19.99? No, I'm talking about even more of a giveaway. Let's go absolutely crazy here and give it away for $1,888. And that will be it. $1,888, well, not really it, because we also have 10% off, so $16.99. Instead, we'll get you that Paraíba. How incredible is that stone? And once again, we need to really just point out it's the clarity that makes this so rare. We expect for Paraíbas to have a whole lot of inclusions, and this one just doesn't. So to get it for $16.99, incredibly important here. Make sure you dial in a hurry. We'll help you out with that one. We've got to move on here. Our Sunday coming to an end here in 1 hour's time. Got to make sure everybody gets their absolute favorites before we go, and more importantly, before the 10% off goes away. That's what we're really getting concerned with here in the last hour territory. It's the last call on the show. So got to help you out with whatever it is you want to see, whatever you're thinking about. The most incredible premiere moment is happening next, and I could not be more proud of what we have finally put together. It's kind of revolutionary in the world of jewelry to see something like that. I just don't know of any other place that's going to have something quite like what we're about to debut. And so we're going to show you those on the way, and if anything else is kind of creeping in your mind, thinking about a special request you might have or a piece you've seen before that you're interested in, we'll help you out. So let's go ahead and move right along here. I'm going to show you something pretty special for our top of the hour, and for the moment I'm going to show you one of them because I've got the other one that's going to be on the hand here. So what I'm going to do is zoom back a little bit here to show you an upright positioning of an earring that is brand new for us here today. And let's take a look at this. And I know the other cutout is for the other earring, which will be there in a minute, but I just want to show you a couple of different viewpoints because here is the yellow diamond cross earring that we're about to debut for you. That is very, very special. That is so unique to anything else we've ever done before, except there's been a pendant which is much more common to see really in a cross design, is a pendant. And again, this is an earring that I'm going to show you the other one. Again, the cutout is just because we've got a hoop right up top. So there's your hoop, and then we're going to come in closer because I want you to see the yellow diamonds that you're getting, and then we'll show you the length because this is the way we're starting the hour, which is the final hour of our day together today. So I want to welcome you all in. Thank you for being with me today. It's such an honor to have your company, especially on a holiday weekend. I hope you've had a great one. I hope if you're traveling around the go, you're doing it safely and continue to as we get ready for the actual holiday tomorrow. But of course, we're not here tomorrow. We have our Mondays and Tuesdays are off, so we only have shows Wednesday through Sunday. So really want to encourage you to think about the fact this is your last hour because we know there's going to be a lot of questions in the coming hours, and on tomorrow we're not here at all. So again, it's a federal holiday, so we're giving everybody the day off, and jewelers will be off, and Everyone's going to be off, customer service off as well. So keep that in mind. But this is our last hour, and we've got a great debut for you in our cross earring that's new. So yellow diamonds are a thing, and we've had an incredible moment with yellow diamonds yesterday in a cross, but it was a heart-shaped yellow diamond in a cross pendant. Now we're bringing you marquise cut yellow diamonds in a cross earring. Yes, there are two. So let's take a look at what we got here. I've got a special look at a couple different viewpoints here because there's actually multiple ways to wear your cross earrings. And that's one investment, one jewelry earring you buy, one pair of course. I know you're looking at one. We're not doing the Rhythm Nation asymmetry, but I'm going to show you here what this looks like on my hand. Take a look. This is the length. This is a removable hoop. So you've got the hoop earring up top that is your round click-in closure hoop, but then you've got your drop, which is so bright and vibrant, and forget the stand. I'm just gonna hold them for you because the color is really so much prettier without the backdrop. So, and I don't need to get too crafty, but here we are, always try. But let's get you a great value on what is a new design for us, and I'm talking brand new, never had anything quite like it. 113-1293 is the number. So this is a hoop, but the entire cross is going to be removable from that hoop. So when you see it from a distance, you've got this look here. They're exactly 1.25 inches in their top to bottom length. And you see how even when the hoop is still, the cross is moving. 5 incredible marquee stones per earring that is going to give you this dance, this brightness, this look. There they are from the side. Here they are from the back. I think that there's a reversible element. If you ever wanted to just have gold, you can wear them this way. You can put on the cross in a different way. You don't even have to put them on backwards. You can actually just put the actual, think of it like a charm, but a very large charm because there's exactly, well, 2 carats minimum in your yellow diamonds here. Attached to this hoop, which just clicks closed and clicks open. So you see how this works? Really simple and easy because your cross, voila. There's your hoop now that is your classic 1/2 inch. Let me show you the measurement here. There's a 1/2 inch hoop, and if you're thinking, I'm never going to wear it like that, you may or may not. But I know that when I have 1/2 inch hoops on the air, they're very popular. I know when I don't have 1/2 inch hoops on the air, they're requested. So you're getting 2 carats minimum of diamonds. There's your 1/2 inch hoop. You can wear it all by itself. But you have the option to, moment by moment, day by day, add this gorgeous cross done in the amazing yellow diamonds. You can put it on via the front or the back, go over the top of the hoop, over the rear of the hoop, it doesn't matter. Just make sure you look at how you want your diamonds to be set there. But look at the gorgeous length. So 1/2 inch hoop, 1.25 inch overall, and then we are going to bring you a big time value. I'm gonna show them on, and again, you can reverse the cross, you can wear the hoop. If you have other charms, anything with an O-ring, if you have other pieces, pendants, charms, you can put them on this hoop as well. The hoop is rather narrow so that it's designed to even hold other pieces with it. Maybe it's a diamond pendant that's got that little, rabbit or bail. That would sit on whatever you want to do. It's so fabulous and so many ways to wear it, and 2 carats minimum of 10 stones only. So yes, they are 5 stones per earring, 10 stones overall, 20 points minimum per. Let me show them up close as well while I'm going to try the other one on. These are absolutely amazing. I mean, there is just no two ways about it, and they're going to sit like that for a moment. Entirely bezel set, so there's also a lot of gold involved here in this hoop earring. I cannot get enough. So easy to put on, one click enclosure. If you are giving the most amazing gift in the world to someone who loves that symbol of faith, if you are somebody who I think at this point you're buying for yourself, you're saying, if the price is right, if there is a big enough value like everything else this weekend has been, I'm going to go take advantage of what is one of the most extraordinarily rare designs to see in a hoop. They're so easy to put on. They just click closed. They're just, what isn't this going to go with? Maybe this is your new upgraded everyday style. Maybe you don't need a drop and a hoop and a stud, or you've got them already. This is so unique to see something done in a different way. Still, obviously, what do I always tell you? The first piece of jewelry we always see on somebody is their earrings and their pendants or their necklaces. That's always what we see first. I know this is a pretty extraordinary earring. The size of the diamonds, the cut of the diamonds, the look, the amount of gold that you have together making this all possible, and yet we're going to go ahead and blow them out. This is our big special of the day. There's only 50 some minutes left to go in the show, and we're now getting to our biggest special of the day, no doubt by far, and they're not going to be $6,999. So many ideas today have been $7,000 and $8,000. I want to make these affordable even when, let's face it, they're not supposed to be, because these are huge individual yellow diamond, brilliant marquise cuts, solid gold, and a lot of it. Remember, you can reverse them and wear them the other way. Let me show you up close. I'll prop this up for you so you can really see it. Well done. I mean, these are just consistent, stunning, bright, beautiful yellow diamonds, and they're not going to be $69. I have had incredible yellow diamond deals. Last weekend, or was it 2 weekends ago, I had the big diamond band. The big diamond band, it was the cigar band style with 2 carats. Then I brought you the follow-up, which was the dog tag pendant that matched. Let me reposition my tweezers here. I'll be able to hold a little better. Remember, removable from the hoop. You can wear it this way if you want to. You can wear it with the hoop by itself, the drop, whatever you want to do. If you have a thin enough chain, you can put your chain through this gorgeous cross, but it's not going to be $69.99. Lately, we've been showing you gorgeous yellow diamond pieces that have been incredible values on smaller diamonds. Well, this is the incredible value on larger diamonds. And what happens to diamonds when they get to larger sizes? They get more money. That's not here today. We're not doing $69.99. That's a was price. This is my big Memorial Day finale with you. I've got literally moments here in the show. We've got 50 minutes to go. 50, that's it. Save 10% on anything and everything. They're even tough to hold. But for as really tough, that's always the great news about when it's tough to display. It means it's a really cool, articulated, bold, unique design. We're going to make it better than $69.99. Call me early. I've got 3 pairs. So it's going to be a matter of, that's all I had. I had 30 diamonds, 3 pairs. You think that's going to last? Maybe at $69.99 it would. Let's go even lower than that. Not $6,000, not $5,000. These are the big ones. 20 points, all bezel set, immaculate. VS, natural, yellow diamonds, and they feel light as a feather. I got to tell you, there is something about these earrings. I think that if you are a cross collector, a cross lover, if you want to give something really extraordinary, this is definitely the earring. This is how you do it. This is how you make it happen. This is one that you're going to be I think you're going to look back years from now and say, I'm so glad I got those. I'm so glad. I'm wearing those all the time. They're so distinctive. They look, forget expensive. They look totally like royalty. Lavish is what they look like. Totally luxe. We're not doing $5,000. Or $49 or $39. I got to give away yellow diamonds. I've been doing a lot of that lately, but we've had nothing like this. And instead of $3,999, remember your 10% off goes away in 50 minutes. And here's your big debut of the day. And it's not $3,000 or $29.99. It is go time. It absolutely is. And you heard me. We don't have a lot of quantity. I wish I had 50 pairs or 10 pairs. I'd take 5 pairs at this point, but that's not possible. Here's the rare of the rare. This isn't little round brilliance. They're 20 points minimum a piece. And they look bigger because of the big bezels. And it's not 29. Or what are we going to do? We need to go even lower than that when there's huge diamonds. Remember, that's where the little band was supposed to be with the same carat weight. You remember the smaller stones that we did in the band? Well, it was a big band, but it was smaller stones. That was the price there. We're doing better than $29.99, better than $2,500. Let's go all out. We've got a major last few minutes, and it won't be $24.99. This is before 10% off. There is absolutely no reason to stand by and wait. It's time to dial. If you don't get a pair, I don't know if we're ever going to be able to make anything like it again. Very unlikely. So here's how we'll blow them out. They're not 24. Let's keep going. That's obviously $22.50 after your discount. Let's make them 23 or 22 or $2,199. This never happens on 2 carats like this. They're huge individual stones. I'm showing you one, you get 2. They're hoops, they're reversible, they're maneuverable. You can put them on any which way you want to. They're not even $2,099. Let's go even lower. And again, 1 pair's already gone, 2 left, 2 pairs gone. All right, we're 1 pair left and we don't even have the final price up there. And it's $1,999. Nowhere in the world are you going to find diamonds like that for that price tag. And here's the other one, just to make sure you all understand that they are indeed matched up to perfection. So I'm going to show you the other one as well. Just had to take it off my ear. And here's what it looks like. There's your second earring. So total here in those 10 stones per pair, and they are $17.99. Come on now. Come on. That's what didn't happen on any yellow diamond deals last week because it wasn't Memorial Day weekend. Now this is unheard of. Now we're giving you the bigger jumbo diamonds, even less money than the smaller yellow diamonds were. It's unheard of. And then I'll show them from a distance on the hand here as well. We can see them on again. There's 1.25 inches, top to bottom length. Oh my goodness, that is just one heck of a value. And who else in this world is going to, and this has more gold than the band ring does because, well, you have 2 of them. They're over 1 inch in height. You've got all the labor of having a hinge tube, a gorgeous drop. These are 4, I mean, you really are investing into one pair that's 4 pieces of jewelry because there are, as far as a design standpoint, as a labor standpoint, well, guess what? We're making 4 separate pieces of jewelry to make 1 pair of earrings for you. So 4 separate pieces, 2 hoops, 2 drops, and they're substantial and they're finished and they look fabulous. Still, when I say finished, not solid. We still want a lot of light getting back behind those diamonds too, because otherwise they wouldn't do that. They are VS, they're spectacular, they're brilliant cut marquise, but they still need light to do all of that. $1,799, and like I would say, we love the new. It's like if you've seen it 8 times, you probably don't need it. You probably already saw it and either decided you either have it or you don't need it. That's why it's so much fun to say, here's the brand new, here's what's new and fresh and hot today. Here's what's honestly, out of all the big diamond values I've had, from diamond rings to diamond pendants to yesterday had an incredible diamond deal. Guess what? None of them have been deal-wise anywhere close to what we're seeing here. And here's what they look like as they drop. So it is an earring. So instead of seeing just side by side, let me show them together so you can indeed see what they look like side by side as they drape in an earring. There they are. That's $17.99. Who on earth would ever believe that's possible? For 2 carats minimum, obviously we say minimum because if we have a 22 pointer and a 24 pointer with a 20 point, you get the idea. So that's why, again, we have a minimum carat weight. So if you get to 20, great. If you get to 18, wonderful. If you get to 07, great. But $17.99 for that gorgeous earring, and they are lengthy. And again, removable from the hoop. Why not? I mean, we could have just soldered it on. It would have been easier. It would have been easier, just solder it on. Then you wouldn't have the movement, though. You wouldn't have the movement of the cross independently of the hoop, and you wouldn't have the freedom to wear it in a more casual way one day, where why not have a solid gold hoop? We all need a good 1/2 inch hoop. Everybody does. And it's the click enclosure which makes it so comfortable because there's not a straight post. It's all rounded with the hoop. So it clicks in, it's seamless. It's really your never-ending circle as they are, but it's also comfortable. So nothing to really poke into the back of the neckline there. It is fabulous. So last final call. Let's give it a little 60-second clock, then we got to go. We've got a few last pieces to show you before we run out of time. A huge diaspora is here. It's a museum-level diaspora. Our Tanzanite's already gone. We've got a lot of recaps to do. Any requests you have, they're welcome. Please let me know what you'd like to see. Still have the chameleon. We got to do the Paraíba. I don't know what I'm going to need to do to make that Paraíba affordable, but because Paraíbas are not affordable, but that's always the goal. I'm going to try. We're going to find a way to make a Paraíba that's gorgeous and very bright and very clean, affordable. So that'll be coming up as well. But 30 seconds left to go. Thank you all so much. And what a wonderful way to celebrate a holiday weekend. Am I right? That is incredible. And having that look, the cross earring is one of the #1 requests I get, and we've rarely, 10 years of making jewelry every day, not seeing, what have I had, 2 pairs of cross earrings ever in 10 years? That's pretty substantial, and nothing that's been substantial or yellow diamonds like that. So really important styling there. Thank you, everybody. Let's go to the Paraíba here. I know this is what we're waiting on because I did flash it right before the top of the hour arrived. Here is our gorgeous blue-green Paraíba, signature mounting. Happy Sunday. And I hope you're having a good holiday weekend. Here it is. Let's come in, take a look. Beautiful elongation to that blue-green stone, and it is a prize, a total prize. 1122431. And do we still have one left on the cross area? All right. Well, we still got one left there, and the first 2 were quick to go, and 1 remains. Here's what we will offer on the ultimate blue-green. Remember, you just saw this one, the green-blue, where it was more green, less blue. This is what happens when it's a 50-50. I don't say split usually because we're talking about, there's no split like a bicolor tourmaline. It is completely blended to create this you-know-who blue, that blue, you know what I'm talking about, the little blue boxes at that high-end design house. We're talking here about that color in a beautiful, natural, amazing tourmaline. Tourmalines are all natural. They get no treatment whatsoever. That's one of the things we love about them. And we love about their collectability, but also the fact that it is an elongated stone. What's important about elongation? Why does that matter? It is also, it's a visual look. We know about the ovals giving always a bigger look, but we understand here with the more elongated oval, it's even more so that look, which you're going to see on the hand, where it looks like a carat plus. And that's a big difference maker when it's Paraíba, because if I have a 1 carat Paraíba, you're instantly talking about $15,000 these days. Here's what it looks like on the hand. I like the white gold with blue greens, but you can choose any gold you want. You can get yellow gold or rose gold if you'd prefer. Look at that. And the diamonds do wrap around the sides. On the shoulders of the ring, you're going to have this fully little dome pave. So either side looks great from the side details you see there, and look at that stone. Neon, you better believe it. It is as bright a neon as it gets. Check it out with low light. Look at this. See how I just block the light here? Look at that stone go. It's just incredible to see that kind of level of clarity in a Paraíba. And look at it. We're up close. Not a flaw to be found. So how can we make it affordable when it's also loaded with diamonds? 3/4 of a carat almost. White, yellow, rose gold. Sure enough, finished on the inside, all completely finished. That's called the under gallery. And is it ever gorgeous to have that finishing so it makes it not just pretty, but comfortable. It's a lot of extra gold on our part to make it that way, more labor, more gold involved. But if it makes it feel better on the hand, it's well worth it, because your jewelry is here to be worn. It's meant to be worn. Jewelry isn't just meant to put on a shelf and look at. That's fine and well if it's artwork. This is meant to be worn and enjoyed, part of your everyday. It's the beautiful thing about jewelry. That and the fact that every day you own it and enjoy it, it still is worth more money than it was yesterday and the day before that. So we gotta touch base here on what we need to do here. Bringing out one of the most important stones on the planet and making it affordable, as we're about to do, in an incredible way when this is the end of our big event. It's all wrapping up here in about 40 minutes. And to do this in any gold color you want and to make it very affordable like I'm about to do and to send it out for better than $17,000, that makes it a plan. I'll put it on the auction block because I'm scared that even $79,000, I've had that price over and over and over today. There's been a lot of $7,000, $8,000 items. What I want to do is make this even better for you and not even ask for $7,000 to start. This is an auction, not allowed. It's prohibited from sale events. Sometimes I feel it's necessary just here on the fly if we're going to get something out the door at a lower price, because I've been struggling with this $7,000, as we would, you know. When you got most of the show at $7,000 or $8,000, it's just, it's one of those where sometimes we just want to make it a little bit more like what we're used to seeing, you know. We've just specialized and focused on a lot of high end today. So what we'll do is this: instead of I don't think we can do $6,000 or anything like, maybe you want to do $5,000, $4,000, even $35,000. This is the real rarity of the jewelry world. I got to tell you, I can't wait to see a couple of stones. I know that I'm going to be out in Vegas for a couple of hours, at least for the show, for the finale next week of the JCK show. Obviously, I'm here with you over the weekend. It's just a weekend show. So, but I'll get out there and can't wait. What I'm looking most forward to, outside of just seeing, you know, friends in the business who I don't get to see more than, you know, once a year, but is really just about seeing the Paraíbas, because at the show like Las Vegas, it's the most luxurious jewelry show in the world. And it really is, there are going to be some gorgeous Paraíbas on display. Whether they're for sale or not, that's what's been happening. They're not for sale usually. They're for show purposes, meaning just to show, just bragging rights. Here's what we have for you in our Paraíba that is actually affordable, not just here and up for sale, but actually on sale. And instead of $3,500, let's go $3,000 to start. And it's a classic setting style. Classic in the white, yellow, rose, that's up to you. The color of that stone's going to look gorgeous no matter what. Here's what it looks like. I was just noticing we weren't fully focused, so there we go. That's better. And now you can really see clarity beyond on that stone. Exquisite example of what Paraíba is all about, or at least what it should be. They very rarely look like that. They usually are more included, therefore a little bit hazy or cloudy or foggy. Not here. And you know what? I don't have $3,000 either. So we want to send this out. I know it's been not the busiest weekend for auctions, which is just normal because if you have fewer viewers, you're going to have fewer people on the auction, which actually makes it a better savings for you guys. Isn't that what's exciting? Less competition on an auction. Probably also means that that's probably the only explanation of why it hasn't been started yet at $3,000. So now we get to take it even lower and make sure this one goes. And I'll tell you, hasn't it been true if you watch the show regularly, which most of our shoppers do, because, you know, for fear of what am I going to miss? That one day that you're not here or tuned in, you never know what you could miss. We always say these live shows are 3-hour investments 5 times a week. And boy, when you're here, there's always going to be something that you've never seen before, some big value, or it's so worth tuning in to each and every moment of the live shows so that you don't miss out on your new favorite piece of jewelry or your new biggest collectible moment or your biggest value you've ever achieved. That's what this is right now today. This is really the equivalent of that because this Paraiba is really striking, about as top quality as it gets. And we're not even doing $3,000 to open just because I want to hear those phones ring. And we more importantly want to get a lot of people the opportunity to own a stone that most people will never own. Most people, a lot of wealth out there. There's a lot of wealth. There's a lot of great collectors. There's still going to be fewer collectible stones out there than there are actual collectors. So we need to make sure that we have chances here to get everybody what they're looking for. And it's so rare to see these that we want to make sure that it's a possibility today. Plus there's 10% off for the next 35 minutes. That's it. 10% off. Why not take advantage of that? Here's what it is all about. Let's get this lower than $3,000. How about $25? Yeah, $2,500. $25 to get it started with a $10 increment only. Keeping that increment really tiny. 10% off still happening. And the ability to get it exactly how you'd like it, from gold color to your size, and shipped for free. All of that, all for $2,500 to get this started, which for the record would be $250 off. So $2,250, let's give it 60 seconds. We've got to send this out. There's no two ways about it. This has got to go. It's going to be a last 35 minutes that's going to be wild. We've got a lot of museum pieces that have got to go today. We've got a couple of requests here too. Are these kunzite pendants that we need to show? Okay, for who?
I didn't get a name on those.
Okay, gotcha. So we have, oh boy, we just got a whole influx of requests. So Wanda and Jennifer and kunzite pendant requests, we've got them coming up. Great news. Okay, so we'll get to all those, but it just means that we've got 35 seconds here. Getting the open, I hope. Let's see, we're verifying. Sounds like we're verifying. Uh-oh, we just got a lot of requests coming in, which is great. It's great, but it's always the last minute. So here we are. And we're looking for $2,500 to start, really $2,250. How are we doing this? Oh, by the, just by the necessity that is let's move some items before we go, and I don't get to see you for 2 days. I mean, we got to get our shopping in now because we got a 2-day shopping withdrawal, really. Do we have the open? Any gold you want, finished on the inside. I'm trying to think what else did I cover here? Because if we don't have 2,500, I got something I left out. There's something I did wrong. Uh-oh. Sure. I don't know. Did I try it on? Maybe. I thought I did. Okay, we'll do it again. Here it is on the hand. Ooh. Diamond side to side, and yep, all the way. This is my favorite thing, profile. Look at that. It's so distinctive being the elongated oval. So please remember, we have to take 61 points, give it that little proverbial grain of salt, because it in no way, you see how many hundreds of pieces you see in my hand today? You know what this perspective is about. That doesn't look like a 61 pointer, not in any way, shape, or form. It's not giving you a 61 point look. It's giving you this, and this is a mounting I've had literally thousands of times. It's always holding a 1 carat or a 110 or 115, always. I've had this mounting with every stone that exists. Imperial topaz, sapphires, mahenges, emeralds. You just go down the line. I've had this mounting with everything. It's always a 1 carat. So this stone may be 61 points in actual gem weight if you take it out of the setting, put it on a scale and weigh it. But as far as what it is, as far as the look, which is what matters, that is stunning. Okay. Do we have 20? We have it, right? Okay, so we do have 25. I was just also taking a request via email. So Kathy, I will check on that for you. Let me check on that. We've got a couple requests lined up. Wanda and Jennifer and Kunzite pendant coming up. Let's do this. We are good. I'm going to have to give this a clock. I'm going to have to. We're just, it is what it is. I can't believe it. And what I was saying, I was thinking about is the fact that, you know, if you watch the show frequently, not frequently, however often you're with us, you know that we have not seen really anything in Paraibas in the blue greens. They are just, there's no new material coming in, okay? Nothing new, nothing that's waiting in the wings, sitting in a vault, ready to be made into a piece of jewelry. We've been dealing for a decade plus with what we have as a collection of gemstones. It's our own personal, again, the family that has, you know, that's been in the gemstone business 6 generations. They have a collection. That's the collection that we then choose. Each individual piece is chosen to become a piece of jewelry based off that individual stone, and then the pieces are custom made around it. We don't have new Paraibas to choose from. It's why you're seeing them so sparsely now. They're very, very scarce in general. We know that the trade, we're going to be at JCK. I know our representatives are going to be there for the whole show. And then I'll see them, right after that, I'll be there for the final day. So this is one of those things where there's no purchasing them, because even in the big trade shows where people are making their livelihoods out of trading and selling gemstones to the trade, there are no Paraibas for sale or offered. This is why you've got to take it while it's here, and now it's incredibly affordable. I can see if it was still $8,000, maybe that works in the budget, maybe it doesn't. When it's $2,500 with a 10% off, so really $2,250 right now, that's why you shop it, that's why you dial in. We're gonna give it a final 2 minutes. We do have the open, by the way. So this is it, last call, take a look, and we got a bunch of requests on the way as well. So get ready, because if you made a request in the last few minutes, as a lot of you have, that's going to be coming up. A parade of requests are on the way, because here we are, last 30 minutes. So $2,500, 2 minutes left to go. Remember also, you have a money back guarantee. So there's nothing to worry about now, except should I or shouldn't I? The answer is yes, you should. Be dialing within the next minute 40, because if you don't, what's going to happen? It's going to somebody. We know that. We have the open. So we have 90 seconds left to get you in. $2,250 would be actually what it's going to be as far as what you're paying. And that is just, I don't know, as a Paraiba collector, maybe it's all these years of collecting Paraiba. I'm feeling like we're back in the early 2000s era here as far as a price tag, and still even then to get that stone being that gorgeous, gorgeous clarity and that perfect 50-50 blues and greens and that neon that's so amazing. And $2,250. Final minute though. We got a final minute left. Nope, that's it. Okay. We've got Wanda's request first. So Wanda, if you want to get on the phone lines, we've got your earrings coming up. Earrings for Wanda. Jennifer, we got a couple of rings to show you as well. And then here we go. This is it. What's with the one and dones? 25 going once. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. Really $2,250. Got to remember that. Huge savings for the next 29 minutes only. That's it. That's all. Last chance. Last call. Here it is. Paraiba. In diamonds as well. Stunning, 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 stunning. All right. Sounds like it's going at $2,500. That's been the like 2,000th auction this weekend, seems like, that's gone for the open, which is not acceptable. But here we go. All right, got to stop giving these low opens, but it's what, hey, listen, if it gets one person a value, that's all we care about. Just getting you the value of a lifetime on something very, very special. Kunzite pendants are coming up. Emerald earrings are coming up. Jennifer, your rings are coming up. We got a ruby and a padparasha. So lots and lots to get to. That is sold. Congratulations. Here comes the emerald earring. These are a front-facing hoop. Take a look at this from a distance away so you get a better idea of how they look. It's item number 1117730. So real quick on the hand here to give anybody a look at these gorgeous earrings, because they have, see how they actually turn a little bit from the side? They're going to be that front-facing, almost heart-shaped look where you've got the diamonds surrounding the gorgeous emerald. And it's a 70-point total weight in the emerald, 114 in the diamonds as well. Let me show them together, post and butterfly backing, but you see, that's how they go. So there's a little mirror finished gold. When you put them on, it's gonna look like the earring is looping around the back side of where the closure is. So I'm gonna borrow one here for you, and I'm gonna need this one. So I'll just go ahead and show you there. I know that's not the best view, but these are an odd one to show, but at least you can see the glow of the emerald here. And they are one pair and 70 points, 114 in diamonds, but the coolest part is, no doubt, how they look when they're on. They're an inch by an inch basically, but this is, oh yeah, and this is without a backing, but you can see when you have the backing on, it'll sit more like it's supposed to. And see how that little extra bit is wrapping around, so it's gonna look like it connects to the back there. Isn't that fun? And you can see how bright and glowy those emeralds are. They're cool. So it's a really unique, updated style, feels very fresh and modern. They're under $2,000. There's only one pair. Obviously, the bright emeralds glowing like they do. They're a tougher stone to match up, so very rarely in earrings, and we'll do those for $17.77. And that was Wanda's request, so thank you, Wanda, for that request. I love those, and just the way that they're nothing but diamonds and emerald. I mean, you don't see really any of the gold, and then you just attach your butterfly backing and you're good to go. So there'll be another $177 off. There'll be $15.99 at checkout. There's only one pair, and they're in the yellow gold. Next up, I'm going to show them again close up for you as you see those gorgeous emeralds. Here's the other. There's that match pair of pairs, and they are really vibrant, and they go right out to you. They're in the yellow gold, so that's really good. Just as vibrant and bright and glowy as possible. There they are. So that's one pair. Obviously, we're showing you the close-ups to see. That's what the close-up shot's about, to see the emeralds. We know what our VS diamonds look like, but to see those bright, glowing emeralds. And they'll only be, what, $15.99? Much better. It's $15.99 and 30 cents. We've got a kunzite pendant coming up. Let me show you that. Kunzite pendant on the way. It's 112-8425. It was also requested. And then Jennifer, we've got your request in a couple of different rings. And taken, yes. Oh, then we can show them now. Padparasha and Ruby, right? You got it. Jennifer, we're going to show hers right now then. Let's show that. She's waiting on the lines, and we do need to clear some lines. Those emerald earrings are available to anybody who would like them. And then here we go with our double floral Padparasha. Jen, you and I share the same taste. I love this ring. Always have loved this ring. It's 112-2741. Where else are you getting two Padparashas? One is slightly more shaded towards pink, one more slightly shaded to orange. That's on purpose. And those are the centerpieces of your florals, which is 112 in the diamond weight, stays in the rose gold. So we do have that option. I still can't get over this price tag for this much gold and incredible diamond weight that you have. It's very, very, very special. Very special. And wait till you see how pretty and elongated it is on the hand. Still has that double row in the diamonds that runs right up, basically extending out to each floral. So you see how one row goes off to the top and one goes to the bottom, and that's why you have the anchor to the floral behind that. Here's what it looks like on the hand. Still easy to wear, one basic band in the back. You can see how this side shading more towards the orange of the pink, and then there's more of the pink of the orange. But both Padparasha rounds and 20 points each, and it's under $2,000. That Padparasha ring is incredibly affordable for what that is. And I love the look of, if you want to do elongated on a middle finger, index finger, we will size accordingly for you, but it's $1,699. And $16.99 promptly turns into $15.29 instead. So that one, do you want that one? Do you still want to see the ruby? The marquise cut? We have the ruby as well, which I think was her request also. And then, yes, you got it. So the ruby is also our marquise east-west cut, or marquise cut east-west set. And that's going to be 112-8717. And that's platinum with a 119, super clean and bright, Burma blue red. And that's Burma Ruby, the best out there. 16 points in the diamonds, a little bit of two-tone. It's mostly platinum, but it's got a little bit of that 14-karat yellow gold as well, just for the V-tip prongs on either side of your marquise cut. And that will be also same price, $16.99, a new markdown from where that's ever been. And $15.29 at checkout, and I'll try that on. Don't forget, Wanda, about the earrings. I think our emerald earrings are still here. Here's the ruby ring. It fits really like a band, but it's even cooler when you see it on, because it really, you see those pave diamonds almost loop around, doesn't it? And then you've got all that platinum, little bit of yellow gold, just a little two-tone element to make it really just extra versatile and wearable. $1,699 plus your discount, $1,529 on that. Doesn't get any better. Look at the transparency. You can see the tweezers right on through it. So remarkable clarity on that ruby. Kunzite pendants next, and I think we're caught up with requests for the moment, but only 23 minutes to go. Jennifer going to stick with the Padparashas, or does she want to get the ruby as well, or should we release the ruby to somebody else? You good? Or do you have any questions?
No on the ruby, but yes on the.
You got it. The ruby's available. Let's show you the Kunzite pendant that I have as well. Here is, oh my goodness, that is a pendant. Yes, it is. It is a beautiful pear shape. Item number 112-8425. Pear shape Kunzite, 1229 is the size. That would be our 15-pointer. And I think that somebody wanted to know, how does it relate to yesterday's? I'm not sure, but again, I'm going to show you yesterday's fancy cut. This is the pear shape with that half mirror finished and half diamond pave. Here's the fancy cut from yesterday, which I think is gone, but check and see. But let me just show you here the comparison. That was $11.11 yesterday, which really turns into $9.99. If you'd like to get the larger pear shape, you can see the color's a little more saturated. That's going to be only $19.99 for the $12.29 in the Kunzite in the pear shape. And don't forget about the Marquise ruby still here. I think our emerald earrings are still here too. Those front-facing hoops, still hanging out at the moment. Let me get the fingerprint off the pear shape. And more importantly, show you the pear shape on the neckline, because that is also a sizable piece, meaning very large, 1.1 inch. And then of course, mostly the gem. Love seeing that gold design. It looks very mod, doesn't it? Yeah, definitely 1.1 inch. Here's what it looks like from a distance on the neckline as well. So you can see how that's going to look and see that really intense purple color you have. It's a real intense pinky purple orchid color. Love that. And that's going to be just a little over 1 inch, and that one's only $17.99 at checkout. Back to the wheel we'll go. And this one was a little bit smaller than that, a little lighter, more of a modified fancy cut. And that one in the front, $11.11, but really $9.99. So there are your options in Kunzite pendants. Let's see what else we need to see before we go. Patricia, did she see the classic band we had earlier with the Alexandrite? I do have a bridge for you, Patricia. I did also have a signature style earlier today. So let me show you that. We're going to show you the bridge Alexandrite. Here we go. Oh my. Just as a reminder, we had a classic signature style earlier, but this one, 51 points on the Alexandrite. It's also 1129069, and that is our clean blue-green. Kind of looks like Fariva, doesn't it? But that's the starting point for an Alexandrite out of Brazil. Then it's going to change to a purple-red color when it does actually have the color change take place. Thank you. The ruby Marquise cut's gone. Enjoy that. Still have the emerald earrings. Jason, did you get the emerald earrings, though? You did. Gotcha. Thank you. All right. Did you have another question, or you're good? Just want to let me know about the emerald earrings. All right, emerald earrings are gone. All of the pieces I've shown you are gone from the last couple of minutes. But here's our Alexandrite. Color changing, just to show you the one we had earlier, or also to give you an example of what Alexandrite looks like in yellow gold, because you do have a choice here in the bridge. There's the yellow gold we had earlier. That actually was the 80-pointer for $18.88. This one's got a little more diamond weight here. It's our 82 points. Not much, though. Only 8 more points in diamonds, but the bridge does take more gold. We'll do that one for $24.99. Yes. Ring size on the bridge. Let me see. The ring size on the bridge currently is a size 7.5. And again, if you wanted the other, the signature style, let me put them up together, because this one we did have earlier for less money. It's $18.88, and it's a larger stone. $24.99 here, $18.88 here. So similar diamond weights. You're actually getting a bigger Alexandrite in the oval that's on the left. So two great options, $18.88 on the left, $24.99 on the right. I think we're caught up on requests. We still have some museum pieces here for you as well. And we do have, gosh, the Trapiche bracelet, the big demantoid out of Russia, the chameleon diamond, which is over a carat, and still have a couple of pieces for $18.88. Big diamond earrings were here. Yes. Any questions? I had to put it up there. There's a bigger stone for $18.88 if you want to go there. And you can change the gold color on either. So if you feel, I mean, it's nice to see what they look like together, but yeah, take the bridge in the yellow or take the signature style in the white. Totally up to you. The gold color is an option of yours. So I love the way that that pairs up. I mean, I just think 80 points for a 1888. Don't get me wrong. That was supposed to be $24.99 too, and I just had a blowout price earlier. So 1888 for the left, bigger stone. $24.99 on the right. Diamond weights are similar. 74 on the left, 82 on the right. It's not a lot of difference there in the diamond weights. So do feel free. And again, when you got the gold color choice is totally up to you. The ring size on the yellow gold right now is a size 6 and 7. 7 exactly. So two gorgeous options in Alexandrite, both giving clarity, both giving that real attractive blue-green to start, but are both going to change fully, 100% color change. Thank you so much. Glad those gorgeous emerald earrings got a home. Our emerald cut tourmalines are here. We had a teal and we had a pink. And then here we go. Just wait to see who wants the Alexandrites. It's got a couple people on the line here also thinking about it. So go for it. Go for it as quickly as you can. Want to make sure you're able to get either one of those, but those values are everything, aren't they? And I still think the 80-pointer for 1888, which is really $16.99, is the way to go. Also, let's see, big diaspora. Can get you a huge 9-carat diaspora. And then any questions, requests, recaps. We're not going to have time to recap everything I've shown you because I've shown you an enormous amount of jewelry today. So I won't be able to recap everything because, a good 50% of it's here. But I will tell you right now, if you have something that you're still thinking about from earlier, might as well call us and tell us so we can give you a little mini presentation here at the end before we run out of time, which is 17 minutes from now. All right, nobody on the Alexandrites. Let's move aside from those and want to show you a little last look at something very, very important because there is a huge yellow diamond. It's a carat 12. And when I can give away a yellow diamond in a big size, I'm going to take advantage of that moment. And I've got 16 minutes to give away some jewelry. So let's do this one. It's item number 113, 1141. Both Alexandrites at the moment are available. Take them while you can. Here we go with the Asher cut. Carat 12 center stone, Asher cut yellow diamond. My goodness. Bright as can be. It's as bright as the diamonds on the sides of it. It's a huge 112. You get 80 points in yellow diamonds, 19 points in white diamonds. That's amazing, is it not? Wait till you see it on the hand here. All that squared off styling that it has. Look at this one. Ooh, yes. That gives you a nice size perspective when you see how the square design goes across the hand here side to side. It is it's a fabulous Asher cut. We go yellow, white, yellow. So triple halo here. As bright in the center stone as the side stones are, you get all of that detailing there. That is going to be, well, a one and done here. We got a quick one here. We don't have time for auctions. We have 15 minutes. We know there's going to be some last minute, last second requests. 10% off goes away in 15 minutes. Make sure you take advantage of anything you've seen. And some of our biggest museum pieces are where the biggest discounts are available today. So also think about get them home first. You've got the money back guarantee. If it was final sale, I'd say, okay, well, maybe there's a little extra to think about. Given that there is no final sale, it's a full money back guarantee. That's why you need to take advantage of these values today. Get it home, then decide, because otherwise it's going to somebody else's house. You want to see what they're all about. And here we are with our yellow diamond, which is going to be less than, no, I can't do $19,999 today, nor am I going to do $99.99. Look at that. Rare to get the Asher cut, then the triple halo, and it's less than even $5,000. We need to make quick work of it because we got more requests coming. So let's do it. And then also, I think she was asking for the nail ring. Do we not have that? Oh, really? Okay. Well, maybe it's a different Kathy. I did put in, is there a nail ring for Kathy K? You're kidding. Okay. She said ring in the email, but maybe it's bangle. Kathy, if you'll let me know, shoot me a quick email and let me know. Nail bangle's out here, but ring or bangle? Okay. We're playing a game of telephone. I don't know. Ring in the email, bangle. Let me know if you want the ring or the bangle. But here we go with the really, really, really fabulous yellow diamond, not even $39.99. Let's keep going. Got an end of the show special here, and our nail bangle, which we hardly ever see, is coming back out. or the ring. We'll find out if we have the ring, but it's not $49. It's not $39.99. Let's keep on going and make the magic happen. 13 and a half minutes to go. What would you like to see? Here is the requested moment. Big yellow diamond on sale. Let's make it $3,777. And that will take it down. There's a reason for it. There's going to be a final price of just under $3,400 when you say yes. It's $33.99. That's unheard of for a 112. This isn't a 1 carat. It's a 112. So you're under $3,400 for that incredible yellow diamond. I see the little fuzzy here on the side. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to get that off, but here's your finishing on the inside. Oh yeah, it's got a full under gallery built from, like, stacked from the foundation within all the way up to that triple halo, and your fabulous natural. All these diamonds are natural. That's what, so, okay, so you're looking for the ring. Okay, well, good. I'm glad. We're still working on that, Kathy, so let me see. I have the bangle in front of me, but let me see if we have the ring. All right, so we do need her. She wants to see the ring. Okay, so we'll see if we have the nail ring. If so, well, that would be fun. That'd be a fun finale. Here's what I'm going to do, guys. $33.99. Let's give it 60 seconds on that ring, the yellow diamond. I know we don't have a lot of time left, so we're running really quickly, but those price tags, yeah, they're going extra, extra low. And it is the ring, and I think we might have it. Very good. Oh, I'm so glad we do have it. Wonderful. I've got the white gold to show you. So the nail ring, my nail collection, which of course, yes, the status style from a major designer that we've done our own version of. Did you have a question, Jason? Yes, I do. Okay, you want to see both? All right. Well, who's that? There are two Kathys. And they both have the last initial K, I think. No, different. All right. Well, here you go. Kathy wants the nail bangle. Then we'll show the nail ring. I've got them. Might as well show it as a set. Here we go. Here's the nail bangle. It's done in 18 karat gold. The item number on our nail bangle is 1122919. Call me on the yellow diamond. That is at the moment here. This is a no hinge style. A no hinge style that is so exciting to see, because, well, it's going to be the easiest thing you ever put on your wrist. It is so good, because here's how it works. You twist it. You twist it. That's it. It's got memory wire inside of the 18 karat gold, 50 points in diamonds right here at the tip, and then also here around the cylindrical style. And look at this. This is how easy it is. You put it on like that. Huh? What just happened? What kind of magic was that? Here's how you take it off. Like that. It's so easy. And this is, I'm doing it right in a little area where you can see it. Look at that. That's easy. So it just twists, and then you basically go out sideways. So twist, go in, it finds its way and wraps around. It's 18 karat gold. We have an average or a large. The average is going to fit up to a 7.5-inch wrist, the large to an 8.5-inch wrist. So that's where you go. I think you probably know. If you have any questions, let me know. But here's what we want to do. Yikes, we are going to bring you a huge value. And if you would like, here's the ring that's coming up to go with it, which is even more. Look at the diamonds almost all the way around. Yes. Thank you. Here's what I'm going to do on the nail bangle. White, yellow, rose. I only have the white gold to show you in either or. So unfortunately, yeah, you're going to have to use your imagination a bit. But here's what we have. If you want the fabulous diamonds in the bangle, we're going to blow it out. The larger size is $32.99. And we have 10 minutes left, so we got to make quick work of this. The larger size, $32.99. The smaller size is only $29.99, and smaller means average. It doesn't mean small. We don't do a small size. Again, if you are a small size, get the average. If you are over 7.5 inch, up to 8.5, go with the larger size. That's $32.99, but don't worry, that's going to be under $3,000 with your discount. The $29.99 comes down to under $2,700 with your discount. So two fabulous ways to go right then and there. Now, we also have the ring, and we want to spend enough time on the ring too. White, yellow, rose gold available. Remember that the bangle is 18 karat gold, and here is the ring. The ring is 14 karat gold. We want to make it a little stronger because it has to hold all those diamonds. And the ring is 1122946. Grab what you can. I love that bangle. Obviously, it's made the same way that the designer style is, that I haven't looked recently, because you know their price has gone up. I don't know what it is right now, but it's tens of thousands of dollars more in the bracelet. So get it here, and then take a look at what we have with 79 points in diamonds and white, yellow, rose gold. These diamonds go almost all the way around. This can be a pinky ring. It can be worn anywhere on the hand. hand. We have 9 minutes left to go. This one has 79 points. Remember, the bracelet had 50 points. This has 79 points. In white, yellow, or rose, and it's fully finished on the inside. Yes, you've got all this finishing. Look at that. It's solid gold. This is such a great gift idea too, because maybe you want to remind someone. I know I gifted the designer version of my mom many years ago because, you know, we made it through something tough together, and I wanted to thank you for her support and love and all of that. And so it was a reminder of being tough as nails, you know, and the idea that it's this utilitarian style, but done in such a glamorous way with the diamonds. White, yellow, rose. We're very busy on the phone line, so bear with us. We will have an operator with you as soon as possible. But here we are with the diamond ring in the nail design. Wear it anywhere you want. The edge is not sharp, by the way. I get that question all the time. It's not sharp. It's not going to catch on things. I promise you. It looks sharp. It's not. It's not. I promise you. But here's what we're going to do. Wear it every day. I love it as a pinky ring, thumb ring, or anywhere else. I even love to stack them. You can stack them. And also, look at what we did here. The nail head is entirely encrusted in pave diamonds, except for that side. So you've got that little notched motif, and then look at that side. The bangle is more mirror finished gold. This side is all that fabulous pave. Here we are, blow out the ring, $1,299. And that's with nearly, a light 1 carat in diamonds here. And yet it's going to go so far away. And I think this one's a little smaller size, but let me try it on the ring finger here, even though that's a little smaller than what I wear, but there it is. That's what it looks like on. Could be worn anywhere on the hand. And look, I've got the bangle. If there's any way you can do the set, oh, today's the day to do it with that unbelievable value. This average size nail bangle in 18 karat gold is down to $26.99. The ring is $11.69. So think about it. You can put it all together. This is the day to do it. You've got 10% off. It's going up and up and up with gold prices. So take it while you can at a discount. And look at how easy this is. So easy. You don't have a hinge. You don't need any help. You don't need to be, dealing with little clasps and closures. That's how you know you're going to put it on every single day. You put it on, you wear it, and there it goes. It's a lot easier if you're not holding tweezers. Trying not to stab yourself in the process. But here we are. There's the nail ring. Looks so good. I love the way the diamonds go almost all the way around. I think that's really special too. Just the way they do that. That is fabulous. So nail bangle, nail ring. That's $29.99 for the average size, which is what I'm wearing. Fits up to a 7.5-inch wrist with room to spare. Again, that's how, don't look for a closure. There is none, but it still comes together, finds its way, it sits right at the perfect point there, all mirror finished all the way around. Gorgeous bangle. Get it in the white, the yellow, or the rose, and then that ring. Oh, the ring is just so detailed. Amazing pave work. We only have minutes left of the show. I think I'm caught up with requests. Reminder, if there's anything else you'd like to see before we go, now's the time to tell us. Yes. Which one? Nail ring. What color? Was it one of our Kathys? Because there were more than, I don't know if you heard, Andy, there were more than one Kathy requesting different things. So we've got nail bangles, nail rings, and $12.99 for the rings. So here we go, guys. Last call. This is your last chance on the nail set there. And then we've got, of course, okay, well, how are we going to spend our last couple of minutes? Anything you want to see? Are Alexandrites still here, by the way? Nobody took those Alexandrites, huh? The 1888 or the 24.99. Still have a couple of good Alexandrites, big tourmalines. Also, we saw, that big Tanzanite trillion from earlier. What about the heart shape? I'm going to show you a couple pieces that were under $1,000 as well earlier today. Actually, under $2,000. We had a Paraiba, the nail ring. Let me just give you some last-minute moments here. Well, we've got a big Tanzanite. I'm going to do a couple of, looking at some of the early parts of the show here. Some of the very early moments of the show. We had a couple of rings still available. So there's our rubellite copper bearing. There's our big trillion Tanzanite. We have this really fabulous round diaspora. I'm going to show you that. The round diaspora is $777. These have all got to go. Definitely make your requests known to us. If there's anything you want to see again, probably don't have time with 4 minutes left to go back to the vault and bring you things, but anything you've seen, we can show that again. It's all out here, but look at that. That's a corner rupine. That corner rupine in the front is $6.99. Yes, $6.99 before your discount. Yes. Alexandrites again, sure, here they are, bridge or the signature. Let's show you the two Alexandrites we had. This one is $18.88. The other is the bridge. It's $24.99. Only onesies here. So there's the bridge for $24. There's the oval in the signature style for $18.88. Let me know. Those are before your discounts, by the way. The corner roofing in the center of the front row, it's $6.99. The diaspora off to your right is only $7.77. Here's the tanzanite, $46.99. The emerald is $18.88. So can't get over that heart-shaped emerald. Had a yellow diamond marquise cut. It's $9.99. I'll show that to you. There's the $9.99 yellow diamond. And let us know on the alexandrites, because you know those are finding their homes today. Corner roofing, $6.99. It's one of the most affordable ideas, actually the most affordable of the show. Here's that alexandrite. That's the bigger stone, is the cheaper price. I know, go figure. And we also still have the Russian demontoid over here, $79.99 for the Russian demontoid. And the chameleon diamond, also $79.99 with a full GIA certification in a 1-carat 04 round. So there are still a few fabulous ideas left in this show. Want to make sure you get in your favorites, ask any questions you have. You've got 3 minutes. 3 minutes, 10% off. What can we show you? What can we find for you? What would you like to have sent to your house, delivered for free? And you just tell me which one you like, and we'll make it happen for you. Look at that. That is that really, really rare round diaspora. Here's our alexandrites again. On either side of your front row, there's our corner roofing. Look at that tansy, beautiful Russian demontoid. How can we help you? What are we taking? $9.99 for this yellow diamond. Here's our chameleon diamond. That's only $79.99. Next to it, the $46.99 trillion tanzanite. Countdown is on. Last call on the show is here. Thank you for being with us all Memorial Day weekend so far. Now, again, we don't see you tomorrow for the actual holiday, but we'll see you Wednesday night with the What's New Wednesday and many other special things. And of course, a couple of minutes after we go off the air, our phone lines will remain open for you to place those orders and, more importantly, get your 10% off. So take advantage of that. Thank you again. I'll see you Wednesday. Please, everybody, have a safe holiday. Please travel safely and be well, and we hope you enjoy your day tomorrow. And here we are with our last call on basically everything today, and then of course some diamond earrings still here. I know we had some gorgeous Seraris. We also had that Paraiba. I had a 32-carat Paraiba. Somehow, some way, this is under $15,000. 3211 Paraiba with the huge diamonds. That is $14,999. So yes, how can we help you? We'll be here for a few minutes after we go off the air. We have 90 seconds left in the broadcast. We have a few minutes of phone lines staying open for you after that. Take your favorites, anything you've seen today, get it today while it's 10% off. You might as well. You got a money back guarantee, so you can make the decision if it's the perfect piece for you once it arrives at home, but you can't miss out on the savings. You don't want to do that. Got to make sure you get in on these values while they're here. Thank you again. Now, questions last minute? Questions, requests, anything I can try on for you? We're very busy, so I think we're gonna be taking a lot of these calls here after the show goes off the air. But again, stay there online if you're waiting to get through with an operator. We'll be right there with you to help you out. Yes. Ring size on the heart-shaped emerald. Let me figure that out. We got the heart shape, the ring size. Let's see. It's a size 6 right now. 6 is the size on the heart-shaped emerald. Remember, it's $16.99 after your discount for that heart-shaped emerald. It's gone. Congratulations. Don't forget about the nail ring for $12.99, $9.99 for this yellow diamond. Here's our big time Russian demontoid. There's the yellow diamond up front. Thank you again. Hope you have a safe and wonderful holiday weekend. Celebrate safely tomorrow, and we'll see you guys on Wednesday. Wednesday is, of course, What's New Wednesday. So we are going to have something very special for you. So be sure and join me at 5 o'clock Pacific time on Wednesday for that and many, many others. And keep calling. We'll be right with you on the phone lines. Thank you again, everybody. I'm Lauren Blair. Appreciate you watching and shopping. We'll see you Wednesday night. Have a good Memorial Day.